А что ты на нем делаешь? Просто стрим смотришь?
Просто у меня стрим на нем включенный, чатик открыт.
Alright, elapsed time is a positive number, so I presume the stream has started. Hello, Hippocat.
Эй!
Redundantly for the stream formalities, because obviously we talked before starting it, whatever. Turok! I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds maybe for someone else to report, and then I'm gonna start the game and the whole thing. I have decided that I will be playing the emulated N64 version, and I have tried to find the settings and the plugins that would best emulate Hello Postal Dude, emulate how it was supposed to be. Because Turok has a bunch of technical difficulties when you emulate it, such as the map not working, the walls and even sometimes weapons clipping through like the camera near cutoff plane, or for example the textures on some walls completely wrong tiling settings and shit like that. Basically, it's hard to know what it's even supposed to look like because every graphics plugin makes it slightly different. But I think I've selected the one that seems to be most authentic, and well, the map works, and that's going to be very important for me. That's my main decision. But yeah, let's.
Yeah, Antroid, by the way, do you have like a scene selected in OBS? Because
It's black, I know. I did a reset and then post the emulator so I can talk before going in the intro and stuff. Let's just unpause, and I'm gonna quickly look at the mouse here. This is gonna be slightly awkward because I can see the mouse cursor. I don't think you guys can see it, but it's here. And I'm gonna frequently get it off screen, off the emulator screen. Thankfully, it's locked, so it's not gonna press anything outside the screen, but still, it looks very dangerous. But yeah, Turok 1. My decision was based mostly on the factor of authenticity and the fact that I have recorded from the emulator in my Turok 2 Let's Play, and I'm gonna obviously record of the emulator in my Turok 3 stream. So I decided that no reason to have Turok 1 from the PC, even though the PC port is cool, and I suggest you all go and buy it. It's not very expensive. Oh, actually, I don't know. Some people have been kind of complaining on the Steam, but who cares? It's worth it. It's very well done port. It's very pleasant to control, much more pleasant than the emulator can ever be, honestly. And it's a very good action game, really high speed. You know, like personally, I would say the port, the version released by Night Dive Studios on Steam, is up there in as far as action FPS go with Quake 1 and Doom and stuff like that, because it's quick, it's arcadey, and it's cool. But yeah, let's not have any of these demos. Let's just set the hard scale and start the game. Not gonna go training or anything. No intro, unfortunately, in this game. There's pretty much no cutscenes except for the ending. It just immediately states our mission and throws us into the game. Right, there we go. Also, the PC port has...
who needs story when you can shoot dinosaurs?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could be kind of curious as to why this Native American person is wielding like pistols and shit and killing dinosaurs in some jungle. But I mean, there's comics. If you want, there's Acclaim comics that I don't think you can buy anymore, but you can find torrents if you look very hard. Okay, yeah, confirming the map works. The lines are a bit more thick than I'm used to, but I mean, it makes it easier to see, so whatever. One thing I will say, these things, the life force, much more loud sound than in Turok 2, and that's like one of the few things that I don't like about this game, to be honest, because it's way too loud. But yeah, first of all, of course, this is obvious secret here. The portal has disappeared. You might recognize, by the way, these little grass things from the cave level in Turok 2 might be reused. It was kind of interesting. Actually, there is a lot of parallels, because I'm in the same universe, the same creators roughly. It was very interesting when I first played Turok 1, because it happened after 2, to see like the alpha versions of the purlins, the mantids and such. And it was very interesting how in Turok 2 they got their own levels. Like there's Death Marshes, which is themed after the purlins, there's the Hive... Whoops! Hello there, emulator. Okay, attempt to continue, yes. This doesn't often happen, but of course I have a thing for it called F1. Oh, okay, what the fuck is this going? Right, F1. I think I'm gonna start quick saving a little bit, just in case this shit happens. But yeah, thankfully didn't go very far. What was I even talking about? This is great. Ah, yes, anyone in the stream confirm. I think the sound delay is gone after the last session. Hippocat says it is gone, but who knows? Maybe it's just
Well, it most definitely was gone when you were testing.
cool. So I guess the fact that it happened right after I might have uninstalled and reinstalled some audio drivers is pure coincidence, because I didn't change anything since then, and apparently it's working. Right, possibly that's good to know. Honestly, it was very unfortunate last time, but then again, a few things were unfortunate last time, such as the wrong music playing in the last area and such. But yeah, F5, there we go. One thing I want to say, though I of course usually, well, I mean one thing among many, I usually take the hardest difficulty, but there is one thing that I kinda like about the lower difficulties than hard that happens in this game. When you kill people with a knife on normal or easy, they have a chance to drop some item called sacrifice, and that item replenishes your health fully and even slightly increases the maximum amount, though of course limited. So on normal and easy, you can have a challenge for yourself to play the entire game using only a knife. It's very possible, I think. And with that item you will constantly have your health regenerated, so it's not that difficult. Also, a lot of the enemies have like turning radiuses and whatnot, so it's pretty easy. Let me demonstrate actually. Even though this is the kind of wonky emulator mounts controls and N64, it's very possible to say stay behind this raptor and kill him with a knife without any loss. Same with purlins and probably, honestly, the later enemies as well, though I have not tried in that case. Also, in the PC port, for some reason the developers decided it was appropriate for them to change the levels around a bit. Well, not around really. There are some small changes and additions and non-additions. What's it? Detraction? No. Whatever. Basically they removed a couple parts and replaced them with a couple other parts. They claim it's in the name of more streamlined experience, less tedious long corridors and such. Though in some cases it's highly questionable. It's probably the one thing that I really dislike about the PC version. It's their edits. And that is also one reason why I'm playing this. I mean streaming this version. That is because you can see what the original levels were like. And I obviously urge everyone to go buy the PC port and give it a playthrough. And I assume most people, if they ever decide to play this game, they will play the PC port, not the emulated version. So I want to have this recorded playthrough version that is probably going to be less played, just purely for the information. So like the 40 people who watch the archives have an idea. But yeah, already there was actually, I might have, let me go quickly, might have skipped a little secret back in here. Did I climb anywhere on the, like on the, ah yeah, by the way, enemies respawn in this game.
You know, it feels like you had like a really small FOV in this game.
Well, it's, I don't know what the FOV is on, did I ever climb here? Yes, I did. Right, so that's that. Ooh, portal, cool. I don't know what the FOV is on the N64 version. I have reasons to assume it might be 74, because I think 74 actually it's kind of a bizarre number, but I think it's the default FOV on the PC version. You can set it to 90, and it's not like a slider. It's it jumps between preset amounts, numbers rather, and 74 seems to be kind of an odd one to have unless it was the default one. So that's why I'm deciding that. But yeah, although this plugin that I'm using, the graphics plugin, there was one thing that really sucked about this game usually. Well, where are those grenades coming from? Oh, right there. And that is the near clipping plane that I have mentioned before of the camera. Basically, in this game, if you come close to walls, normally with the default plugins, for example, you can kind of see through them. I don't remember if that was fixed on the PC. I assume it kind of is. They must have fixed it on the PC version. Maybe not in the old official port though, in the 90s, but who knows. Basically, this plugin that I'm using fixes that, amongst many other problems that for some reason arise in Turok emulation. Speaking of, while I'm here in these portals, there are multiple places in every level where these portals might appear, and they shortly after vanish into thin air, but they are on a loop and they will appear again. There is only 2 of these bonus rooms per level that you can get to. Obviously they kind of alternate, and usually there is a bunch of enemies and, more importantly, a lot of rewards there, and it is a very good idea to leave some of them if you don't exactly need. Like, there's 50 health there, 2 of those blue health pickups that I left because you can go there later and get replenished health. In this game, it is actually it requires a little bit of management. Oop. Because you will often go to the levels where you've already been, and most pickups will be gone, obviously, but enemies won't, because enemies respawn, and it is very good to leave some pickups for yourself for your later visits. Though I don't actually thinking about it, I don't think there is a real reason to visit previous levels in this game. Unlike Turok 2, you don't unlock like new abilities or anything like that. I don't really need to pick this up, but I mean, why not? And yeah, the keys provide a somewhat linear progression with a little bit of a choice, of course, in the order of the levels, but not too much. Kind of like Turok 2, actually, it works very much like that. But if you ever want to return to previous levels and, say, top of your health before like something hard, that's an option. And in the levels, except for the first one, there is of course a portal at the very beginning that you come through, and you can just go in, find the nearest bonus portal, go get some stuff you left for yourself, and exit. So yeah, but yeah, again, you don't really have any good reasons to ever return to previous levels. These things, by the way, I discovered sometime later. In Turok 3, there is a chapter that is like a throwback to Turok 1, and these things are referenced like these floor portals. I didn't really know a lot about Turok 1 when playing that game, so that reference flew right over my head. But you guys, if you would like to catch the reference later when we get to Turok 3, by all means pay attention to the beginning part. At least level 1 of Turok 1, yeah, I think that's the one that is referenced. Checkpoint, there we go. It's kind of interesting, these shooters, the older shooters, and the slightly medium, not as old shooters like Serious Sam 2, hey, which had the life system, because in Turok, for example, you can sometimes decide to die if you have not a lot of health or ammo. There we go, this is an example of how easy it is to actually kill a Perlin with a knife. Though let me just get a good look at the Perlin. You might recognize it from Turok 2, from the 3rd level. They're slightly stupider looking here. Let's finish it off with my tech arrows. Come on, buddy, turn around. There we go. What was I even talking about? Hippaka, what was I talking about?
I wasn't listening. I'm just trying to get over my nausea from like watching your gameplay, because it makes me dizzy as fuck. It's slightly better on stream because it has way higher FPS than in Skype, but still.
Yeah, I could see how that would be an issue. Second portal. Cool. It's, well, I mean, for me, I don't really have any sort of nausea playing this, but I will say that the mouse controls that I was able to set up on the emulator are not the best, not quite as awkward as Turok 2 though, but you won't see me doing Super Serious Sam style or Quake style action moves in this game. Thankfully, it was of course intended to play on the freaking gamepad, so it's not really necessary to be able to do those moves. But after I beat this game on stream, I might not be able to do it today, but tomorrow certainly. It's not a long game. After I beat it, I will make a short demonstration of the PC port, just to show you the extended view distance, a couple graphical enhancements like the God rays, which usually I would be against that type of thing, but they do look really nice in the PC version. And really how fast and actiony you can get in that game, how easy it is to play it like Quake 1, for example. Right, you know what? I could probably talk a little bit about the backstory. Also, this is totally... Oh no, there is more than 200 maximum health you can get, so it's not redundant to take this after all those grey ones. I've read the Turok comics, not all of them though yet, and well, I probably won't be able to get all of them. Some of them I can't find on the internet anymore. But basically we play as not the same guy from Turok 2, this is one of his ancestors, previous in the line of Turoks. He is called Tal'Set, Tal''Set. Let's save our game. He is of course a Native American with guns and such, and this is the Lost Land, which is, as the comic writers put it, the... actually I don't remember as the... Oh, did I? Yes, I totally fell down. I don't remember what exact words the comic writers might have used, but... Come on. Yes, we can skip this, thankfully. But basically the concept behind Lost Land is that it's kind of like, you know, like the bathtub drain of the universe, so to speak. Maybe they said that, actually I don't remember. Either that's something I came up with when thinking about Lost Land, or it's how it was said in the comics or anywhere else. Basically it's some sort of...
So Lost Land is basically like shit and like hair and stuff.
Kinda, yeah. Basically all the crap, well, some of the crap, a lot of the crap throughout the universe just randomly gets teleported here, and
how does that work? Dinosaurs
it's kind of chaotic.
Like not crap. Dinosaurs are cool.
Well, cool crap as well. I mean, robots and stuff, and crap in the figurative sense. Stuff. Let me just say stuff instead. And time has no meaning in Lost Land, so that is why. Dinosaurs as well. That guy is kind of slow. But yeah, basically there is all sorts of like alien races, ancient beings. There is water down there. I don't remember if there's anything. I think there might be like one of those portals, but we've seen two already on this level, so there's going to be nothing new. Unless I need 50 health, in which case I will jump into the next one that appears. Animals, you can kill animals, and they drop those health bonuses. The shotgun is the best, of course, because it fires many pellets, and for each one you get a drop of health. And the enemies disappear after a short time, so the best way to maximize your little health drops is to use the shotgun. Right, as usual we collect keys. As usual, level 1 has 6 keys, the next levels will have only 3. And there is going to be a hub that was shown in that little intro scene, where we insert keys. And who else is shooting me? And yeah, I could have landed that hit way more easily on the PC. Also, was there about to be some infighting there? It might have been. I think there might be infighting in this game as well. Certain other things that were improved in the PC version include the explosion splash damage. It actually works like... Actually, I don't want to say that it doesn't work at all like splash damage in this game, because I've seen it kill multiple enemies. But it's certainly more what you'd expect in the PC version. I do hope when they get to Turok 2 they kind of fix, because the splash damage in Turok 2 was garbage. Didn't really work at all. Yeah. Right, these guys pretty much straight taken, well, I mean, taken from Turok 1 and Turok 2, but going with the order that we've seen them in, these guys were pretty much the same in Turok 2, in the cave levels and in some other parts. They are pretty annoying because they respawn fast and are not quite as easy to hit because they are small and agile. But usually, when in these caves, you can just kind of run through and completely ignore them. Right, and the map really
Unless
helps.
you step into one.
Yeah, that, well, I mean, even if they hit you a couple times, it's not like Doom where each hit takes up like half of your life. Also, some of them are really fucking huge. But I just stepped on the teleporter. I think there might be like... Yeah! Yeah, some life force around it. I'm gonna
No
collect it.
telefrags?
No, no telefrags, unfortunately. And I am Turok. That is still here. Hello, Custode. Welcome to Turok 1. Contrary to what I said last time, this is the N64 version on an emulator, not the PC version, so yeah. If you really wanted to see the PC version, just go and buy it. It's worth it. It's worth the money. Especially if the authors ever get around to releasing the proper mod support and level design support. No, level editor. Why did I almost call it level design support? Level editor. They've been promising it since like the winter. Since before the
Some
winter.
people don't have level design support.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, released by the same company, I think, that released Shadow Man, which is also an acclaimed N64/PC game, and I heartily recommend Shadow Man as well. Also, funnily enough, it's in universe. It shares the universe with Turok in the comics. They have had some encounters between each other, of course. That guy from Shadow Man, whatever his name is, I forgot, and a couple Turoks, or at least one. Yeah, all acclaim properties seem to be in the same universe. Not very super great comics all around, but it's curious for a Turok fan like me. Okay, you just go away. I don't think there's a way to get there from... Ah, you can just kind of walk around here. The collisions in this game, I will say, are a bit questionable. The collisions with the level geometry, most of all. Spiritual invincibility, aka LSD.
So it's spiritual, so like bad words can't hurt you, but bullets still will.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure bullets cannot hurt me, but I don't know, no one in this game really throws bad words at me, so... Also, it's slow-mo. So maybe
That's
if someone...
kinda cool.
Yeah, if someone tried to curse me out, maybe it would have worked. Yeah. Of course, it doesn't really last a long time, therefore it's pretty useless, but it's fun. To have it for like 5 seconds. Let's just kill you. Actually, a lot of the time you might see me just ignoring a lot of enemies, because as I said, they all respawn, and sometimes you need to like walk around, make sure you didn't miss anything in an area, and while you do that, a lot of enemies are gonna keep coming back. So, unless they are these shooting assholes, I might just keep ignoring them. They are very easy to outmaneuver. Maybe it wasn't so easy on the N64, but I cannot tell. No way in hell am I ever playing an FPS with a controller. Even if I had the option, which I don't because I don't own any sort of like compatible controller. Also, that sky cloud plane is very weird sometimes. Yeah. Right, yeah. By the way, interesting little tidbit. The enemy's AI gets activated when they are within your view radius, so within the fog. Which means that on the PC, if you turn on extended fog distance, all the enemies are gonna shoot from farther away, and all of those hit scan enemies become hella dangerous. Which is might be why you guys, might be why the fog option is actually not in the graphics section of the options, it's in the gameplay section of the options, because it directly influences gameplay, which is kind of funny. I really like these little bug enemies. They're kind of satisfying to kill, most of all, and somewhat, I don't know, kind of unique. Little small beetles. I don't know, you don't see really a lot of such incidental enemies anymore. When, I don't know, they just seem like they're not important enough to warrant a place in a modern type of FPS. Though, I mean, Doom 3 had those spiders, but I mean, of course, Doom 3 is not quite that modern, and the spiders had a large role to them. Right, you know what? I'm starting to doubt if this way was the optional way. Maybe that little pool of water was the optional way. Let me quickly go back. Ah, no, I cannot go back. Shit. Well, let's hope there was no... Oh, maybe no. Maybe I can. Maybe it's through here. Well, no, it's not through here. Okay, but that is actually very close to the end of the level. Right, you guys just go away. I have really only played through this game a couple times after the PC port was released, so I don't remember everything. As such, I don't really remember if there is any respawning ammo or health in this game like there have been in Turok 1, 2. I know that there is respawning ammunition in the boss encounter arenas, but I'm not sure there is any in any level. So might need to be careful. Fortunately cannot shoot underwater, I just have to maybe try to kill them or more likely just ignore. Alright, you guys go away. What keys do I have? Let me quickly make sure. I'm missing 2. Might have been one in that little water area that I ignored in where the beetles were. Well, it's easy. This level has that little hub area where we get the very first key, so it's quite easy to backtrack. Actually, come to think of it, level 1 in Turok 2 also had such a feature, that big water room where you get there from different places and you open different doors each time. So when you replay the level from the very beginning, you can just go in that room and get into a door that you opened way later. Ah yes, the map is pretty useless in here because for some reason these things don't get marked on it. But this is actually a little bit of a maze, kind of circular, because there's branching paths obviously, and it is sectioned off like this, and sometimes when you think you might have made a circle, of course you haven't, and you need to go like around in the last part of that circle. Right, here's a key, second to last, level 3 key. I don't know why he keeps kissing them. Somewhere I've seen like a mention, though I don't remember where, might be in YouTube comments or maybe Game Facts or something. Someone asks why does Turok keep drinking the keys, but no, I think that's him kissing them, which is slightly less weird, I would say.
Those are maybe like chocolate keys, and he just takes them for authenticity.
Chocolate keys? What? What are chocolate keys? Is that a thing? Or are you just...
I don't know, I'm just making up random bullshit.
Ah, well, I was about to ask in almost those exact words, yeah. Chocolate keys, of course. Let's go with that. And let me quickly go see, yeah, I'm gonna... You know what, actually, that yellow...
I mean, it has like fucking dinosaurs and aliens and assault rifles, so maybe it will also have like chocolate keys. I mean,
well, yeah,
it's the same amount of sense.
if the universe is infinite size, somewhere out there must exist chocolate keys. And some of them might have gotten teleported to the Lost Land. Makes total sense. Chronoceptor piece, it's the nuke of this game. Whoop! Accidentally turned off auto run. I don't know why it's set on right mouse button in my control scheme, but it is, so yeah. Actually, for some bizarre reason, I have these reflexes from the Turok 2, the PC version that I had with my very first computer, where right mouse button would also work as a jump button. So I keep trying to jump with it, even though I haven't really done it in any game for the longest time. Right, no point wasting any ammo on these guys. Okay, I think I have passed through this labyrinth. Yeah, as I was almost about to say, the yellow thingy which marks my position on the map also kind of works as a crosshair. So I think I might just keep it on screen. I hope it's not annoying to see that little north marker and the arrow, but I'm using it because otherwise the game doesn't have a crosshair, and sometimes it might be a bit difficult to hit things. Though I think there might be some very generous auto-aim in this game. Ah, yes, this part. This may be where the last key is. But yeah, we are very close to the end of level 1. It's pretty much the intro kind of level, where there is multiple themes, so to speak. Well, most of it is jungle-like, but there's a couple cave parts, couple other parts. Though that doesn't, of course, reflect the range of themes of the entire game, but slightly more diverse thematically than, say, level 2, which is just jungle. And yes, unfortunately this game isn't quite as interesting in terms of level themes as Turok 2 was, but some people actually like this better, because for a lot of people this was their introduction to Turok, and they are used to thinking of Turok as the game where you pretty much go through jungle and cliffs and such and kill dinosaurs, and it's like nature and what have you. Let's ignore that for now. I don't really need 50 health. And when Turok 2 puts you in a lot of like ancient cities and such, that rubbed a couple people the wrong way, I think. Interestingly enough, I only saw those kinds of opinions on Steam in the discussion of this game. Right, you know what? I think it's possible to make this jump, but you get there
So wait,
without.
people on Steam complain that there is like some variety in the levels. What?
They say that they like Turok 1 better. Turok 2 is like not the real Turok, because in their mind, after playing Turok 1 before Turok 2, Turok is associated mostly with settings like this, and Turok 2 really doesn't have any sort of jungle, unless you count the death marshes, which aren't all that jungly either. So pretty much imagine if Doom 2 was set in, I don't know, tropical paradise or something. That would be kind of dumb. Though
That would be perfectly fine.
I don't know, I would find it kind of dumb. But yeah, I'm not saying that that I agree with the opinion that Turok 2 was straying too far from the theme, because I mean, if they knew the setting, the Lost Land, it has everything. And if they truly appreciated the first game, then they should have been delighted to see the levels dedicated to some of the old enemy types, such as the Mantids or the Purlians. I kind of wish that actually I played Turok 1 first, because those levels would have been much more interesting to me that way. But even still, it's pretty interesting to see the Mantids in this game. They're just kind of randomly there in a couple levels. I don't know, Hippocat, you didn't finish this game, did you?
No, I think I like killed the first boss and that's that.
The first boss is in level 3, so you didn't really get far enough. You might not have seen the Mantids even. I think they appear for the first time in level 5. But yeah, did you at least...
I have like no memory of the game whatsoever, because I like remember nothing of what I'm seeing right now.
Well, I mean, it's not... Yeah, from the first playthrough, it's not like you can be expected to remember much. This game kinda blends together. Another one of the portal locations, though it goes away just as we approach. Right, that's why I jumped down, because there's secrets underwater, kinda like in Quake. What was I talking about? Did you at least recognize the monkey, the gorillas, when you played this from Turok 2? Because, I mean, they were pretty prominent in that game.
Nope.
Well, I should have expected that, really. Oh yeah, there we go, there's the last key. All keys on this level found. There are no missions in Turok 1, so now we can just kind of go to the exit. Oh yes, some of them shoot fireballs for no apparent reason. And I think these ones do a better job at least turning to your side. But if you go to the side of the arm which isn't shooting fireballs, you should be pretty much safe. But I am not sure why I'm even trying to do this, because I can just... I did get a couple of these explosive shells. Might as well use them. Don't really see a lot of explosions, but trust me, they take much more health down than normal shells. Also, unlike Turok 2, in this game you cannot change the ammo types. So if you say have explosive shells, you are forced to use them until you run out and get back to the proper shells. This kinda makes the bow pretty useless, though I think pretty much every weapon plus the knife makes the bow useless. You get the pistol before you really get into the game anyway, so... And the bow, I don't think it has like those instant headshots like in Turok 2. Because in Turok 2 the bow remains relevant for a long time. You can kill people silently, snipingly. But in this game, it doesn't really work that well. Right, let's overwrite this. I've been completely forgetting to quick save, so I hope this doesn't crash again. Here we go. But yeah, this is the hub area, not in space. So it's kind of interesting why there's several places like this with just a bunch of portals. But just like all times, here's where you apply the keys and get access to the next levels in the game. Though I have to say, I never could remember which gate corresponded to what level, so you have to come up to this pedestal here and see. They are not different looking. Like in Turok 3, all the gates in the hub are obvious because they share and aesthetic with the level, but in here, no such luck. But oh well. I am just gonna stick to the order, so let's go to the jungle. I kind of assumed when I played this game first that the whole game is gonna be set in this specific tile set. Might not be the best idea of the developers to make level 2 the exact same as level 1, only slightly less diverse. But fortunately, level 3 and on changes up the themes a little bit at least. Well, some levels more than others, and the music and everything. So yeah, no worries, it's not gonna be the same throughout. Especially, well, I mean, my favorite levels are 5, 7 more than so, and the last one. And those are really different from what we're seeing here. Okay, let's use the pistol for these guys, 2 shots and they're done. I'm gonna take away the map for a while, because I realize it might be annoying to some people. Wow, yeah, that explosive shot probably doesn't work exactly like the regular shotgun shots. But yeah, for example, like tech arrows and explosive shots in the PC port, they really have the same kind of explosive splash damage as the... Whoa, already? Well, fuck you then. As the, say, grenade launcher. And that also changes another thing. In this very level there is... Oh, I don't need that. Are these red or green? Come on. No, these are green. I don't need that box. There are a couple destructible stalactites or mites, I don't remember, in a cave area later. And
lights are on the ceiling and mites are on the floor.
Yeah, but I don't remember if they were on the floor or on the ceiling. I think it was even actually both in that place. So in this game you have to come back to that level with a grenade launcher and destroy them and get a bunch of bonuses. But in the PC version you can just blow them up with a tech arrow. Right, yeah. This place has a bunch of side paths. Let me see if I can navigate here without much assistance from memory. It's just disappearing into the sky.
I am Turok.
Yes, I am Turok as well. Okay, this just brings me above where I've already been. Right, I need to get to that central place where there were a couple people shooting me and such. Right, this is... Oh, but you can climb from there as well. There is the same sort of kinda almost double jump in this game as in Turok 2, where if you just fall off a platform, you are allowed to press jump mid-air and then jump mid-air. So that helps you... what's the phrase? Something distance. Ooh, one of those wall clips happened here. Cover more distance when you need to make a long jump. So take that as a tip from the Turok 2 expert, Turok 1 expert as well, such as myself. Alright. Through the clouds. What? Oh. Okay. I'll take it was just you then here. Okay, that might not have been quite as useful as I imagined. I don't see like a key or anything in here, so well, let's just proceed on those logs. Oh, but it doesn't work exactly the same as Turok 2, because if you fall enough, you lose the ability to do the jump. But you can do it straight after falling down. Stepping off the platform, I should rather say. Okay, I feel like there's... I'm not gonna jump down there, but I feel like there are similar secrets in this game, maybe later, when there's just logs there randomly that you kind of have to fall, make a leap of faith. I think actually might be right here. I seem to remember this place a little bit. Ah, no! Damn it. Well, I was slightly fooled by the map, but yeah. Let's just make our way back. Thankfully, even though we didn't have any checkpoints, there is a lot of stuff that I don't need to do the second time. I can just kind of run past everyone. But yeah, this will happen. This game, this version is harder than the PC version. And for example, the first boss, when I tried playing this on the N64 emulator last time, I don't remember if I finished the game or anything, but I remember the first boss kicking my ass majorly, which it never could on the PC, so might see me dying, especially in the later levels, because at some point you start getting those little jungle warriors with blow darts, which are, well, pretty much they will just kick your ass. Because they have such powerful lungs that the blow darts they launch are a hit scan weapon, and they are very fast to act and shoot you as soon as they appear from the fog, giving you almost no time to react. Okay, let's just not fall for a second time, but still I kinda wanna make sure. Maybe they added secrets in the PC version, who knows, really. Though a lot of secrets in this game are actually, surprisingly enough, fake walls that you can just kind of walk through. And there is no real way to find them reliably, you just kind of have to hug all the walls, I suppose. Okay, but you know what, dying so often keeps these things relevant.
Look at the chat, that's like an actual issue.
Oh, right. Let me quickly pause the game, I'm gonna go fix that name. Oh, well, first I'm gonna unlock the mouse. Yeah, that's actually, I should remember that. Turok 1 Dinosaur Hunter. And the game...
Turok 1 Dinosaur Hunter?
Actually, I don't think I should say Turok 1, just Turok Dinosaur Hunter. There we go, 97 apparently. All saved. Now we can proceed. Image off. Pose off. Mouse locked. There we go. Yeah, thanks Dude for noticing that. But as I was saying, dying so often means that those life force pickups stay relevant. And it was quite annoying to have to completely ignore them. There we go, there's the secret, I think. Completely ignore them in Turok 2 in later levels because I just did not die. Also, on the PC version there is an achievement for finding literally all secrets. And I think when you get notifications about your achievement progress in that one, it's the only way to actually tell if you are officially in a secret area or not. I don't think there are any sort of messages or anything, kind of like in Doom, the originals. Right, let's just grab that in the jump like that. Yeah, these little building things, they are the most unreliable in terms of collisions. Yeah. Ambush, okay. I'm gonna switch back to the pistol, it's actually faster. Okay, you I can just ignore. But there we go, there is some sort of village here, so environments do get different throughout. It's, you know, it's the little things. You have to remember how old the game is, so you have to appreciate the little things which you take for granted nowadays. Yeah, not the easiest thing to convince modern gamers of, but I can boast being easily able to get into the mindset of like playing this game back when it was new. And I advise everyone to try that because it makes you appreciate games more if you know what difficulties there might have been in making them and getting them to run well and such. Yeah. Turok of course gets often mocked for the fog. Though I can confess, just like the draw distance in Might Magic, never really, I don't even notice honestly, most of the time. And obviously that cuts down the rendering by a lot. And also, I don't think these levels would look very good if you could see infinitely in the distance. I mean, they are all made of tiles, and
for fuck's sake, Antroid, can you please be more like coherent in where you swim, because I just can't watch this. What the fuck?
I'm trying to find the way, so bear with me for a little bit. I don't remember where to swim here. Might start drowning shortly. Actually, I should probably go back out and get some air back. Now it's not here. Fucking hell. Yeah. Ah, to hell with it. Let's just swim where I think you have to swim to make it into different... Yeah, oh, there we go. There's a helpful air indicator. Yeah, I want that health. There we go, health. Shit, fuck. Okay, yeah. Barely made it.
Do you insta-die when your air runs out, or do you
I think you
start
start...
slowly dying?
Yeah, I think you start taking damage. I think that's how it was in Turok 2 as well. There are, when you think about it, there are not many games, at least first-person games, where you instantly die. In Serious Sam, you start taking slow damage. In in Quake, I think you also start taking slow damage. In the Turok series, ooh, portal. I do hope it deposits me right there. Whoa, shit, because the key was right there, and I don't wish to miss it. Right, so let's pick up all this life force. I could use the lives. I also like the idea behind these little bonus rooms, because this is like, judging by this crazy whatever background and the fact that you get here through randomly appearing portals, it seems like the more unstable area. Oof, what the hell is that? Not... Ah, that must be a full health, not an ultra health. Yes, Heroes of Games, it's the N64 version emulated, not the PC version like I said last time.
Hey, champion.
Yeah, hello champion, hello chain gunner. Oh, Zemtok. Ah, yes, so this is kind of like the more unstable area of the Lost Land, where it's just like chaos and small parts from random places of the universe just kind of mixed together and such, so you get these little random
completely
rooms.
randomly arranged in a pattern with like traps and
Well,
like
I mean,
useful items.
no, I mean this entire room is not as like it's made out of multiple parts randomly arranged by like this one room is a random place that got just teleported from some Indiana Jones temple or something. But yeah, and yeah, the weapon models are nice, Chinganer. That's, by the way, for not Russian speakers, Russian non-speakers. He said that he liked the weapon models. You know what? I can say in Turok 2, the little hand that you get in every FPS when you have a weapon that makes sense with a hand like a knife or something. I think Turok 2 has my favorite model for just the player's hand. But you know, they fully embraced the setting and like the coolness, because Turok, I can't be certain because I've never heard it from any developers directly, but I believe that Turok was just conceived as like the everything that was popular in the 90s put into one game. So there's robots, zombies, dark magic, guns, aliens, dinosaurs, Native Americans, and everything. Just, I don't know. And you know what? I find it pretty fucking awesome. And that's why they obviously had a lot of passion for this. And that's why they put a lot of effort into some things. Obviously, this is a game from before 3D shooters were ever really that advanced. And especially on consoles, I think it's like one of the first console FPSs ever. So obviously they didn't have a lot of experience in making a shooter at all. But I like to think that they still made a very nice one, because I don't know if it was conscious design direction, or actually I think I went backwards here. Oops. Right, yes I did. But it plays very much like a slightly slowed down and dumbed down version of a classic traditional action FPS of the old days. And I mean, it did come out in '97, according to what YouTube said when I input the game name, so maybe back then. When did Half-Life come out, HPK? Do you remember by any chance?
Not sure, I can look it up.
Yeah, please do, I suppose. It would be interesting if Half-Life was... I'm going to hazard a guess and say it wasn't out when this game was made. Ah yes, Champion, I actually remember.
Half-Life is 98.
Ah yes, so after Turok, yeah. Made sense, so when this game was out, the non-story, non-stop action shooters were pretty much the only thing. But yes, in Germany there are robots later in the game, and they make sense within the setting, so it was a fun little decision from the censors to replace these humans with robots as well. Though I think they made a unique skin at least for them. I remember I used to think that they just used... Where the fuck am I being shot from? I used to think that they just used the late game robot models, but people on Steam kept insisting that no, they were unique. Well, I mean, I believe them. It probably wasn't very hard to make a texture for this game. But yeah, the Master Zemnis there, this is what happens in this game if you say want your health replenished or ammo or something, and you know there's a place where one of those bonus portals appears, because they just appear and disappear rhythmically, so you can just kind of wait and get into one. But yeah, this game actually, for as much of a fan of Turok 2 as I've always been, pretty much, I only really played through this entire game when the PC port was released. Previously, before that, I only got through level 1 and a little bit into level 2, and I came to the conclusion, I remember, that the game was far too non-linear for me. Actually, it happened in that place where I fell down and died earlier, where I was looking for a secret. There was like those logs and such. I thought, like, it looked to me like there was way too many paths to choose there, and for whatever reason back then when I was playing, I didn't think I could master the commitment needed to memorize the levels, and so it kind of put me off and I didn't play. And to be honest with you, I didn't really think the game would offer much, but on the PC it's pure pleasure to play. Oh man, these fuckers, this guy might kill me, actually. Though it is very good to stay far from him because it makes it easier to dodge his extremely quick bullets. Those guys are the bane of my existence until way late in the game. Like in the last level, they are still some of the most dangerous enemies. Save D, yes. But yeah, on the PC port, and also I played on the PC port first time with extended fog, so I could see farther into the levels and see where some of the larger areas weren't quite as intimidating as they might have looked. So it assisted me in getting through this game easily. And then I just, now I just want to see the whole game on N64 to compare the levels, because they were a little bit changed. The developers, one of them actually is the guy from Doom World that I know. We didn't really like ever talk in person, but I know him. He made the Doom 64 dual conversion for Doom, for example, the same guy, and he made the Strife for Steam, and I think, at least, I'm fairly sure. Though, funnily enough, I don't exactly remember his username, so something with an X, I think. But yeah, he and the other developers keep promising to release a level editor, and with it level pack that would include completely untouched vanilla levels, so to speak. But we don't really see a lot of activity from them regarding Turok 1 on Steam, so I choose to just play through this game to demonstrate and experience the authentic levels for myself. Oh shit, yeah, there's a guy behind me as well. Yeah. Low health, there we go, that could be a problem. Don't shoot me, thank you. Right, okay, I would like to get that health before the Berlins get on my ass. Okay, I can't jump up there. Though maybe I'll just kind of walk away, because they don't seem to be able, no, to follow me here. The AI isn't the super best in this game, I have to admit. Yeah. Right, I even managed to stand on this little pillar. That's quite a feat, believe you me. Yeah. Ah yes, this has like infinite tall, invisible walls. Space-time warrior Turk. Wow, yeah, Champion. That's well, I mean, it makes sense, because the Lost Land is pretty much where space-time stops being what's the word? Not relevant, but you know, well, I mean, relevant too, but coherent. There we go. And the Heroes of Games, Turk HD. Well, I mean, it's not really. It's kind of HD in the sense that you can play in high resolutions, and it has the high resolution textures from the PC port, the real original PC port. And yeah, I do thoroughly recommend everyone buy that game, because it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, Champion Green. Disney, didn't they also make that movie that had the animated movie that had a lot of violence in it, and was based on the old comics, which did not include any sort of Lost. Well, I mean Lost Land, but a different version of the Lost Land, because the Turok comic series goes way back, and before it had anything, I mean before Acclaim had it. Oh shit, this guy again. It was about just two Native Americans, Tal'Set and some other dude, I think his little brother, who were like hunting, fell down some canyon and found out that there was the Lost Land was in this canyon. Basically, the like classic place from fictional tropes there, where dinosaurs still survived, and he pretty much got lost there and stuck there and stuff like that. Yeah,
Is
fuck
that
you.
actually a valid like Native American name? Because that doesn't really sound like one.
Tal'Set, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think this all was made back in the era where pretty much all you had to do to portray Native American was like call them something like Raging Wind and give them a couple feathers and slightly appropriate stereotypical attire and such. Well, and like the classic facial features, they didn't really. I'm not sure they ever do it still, but I don't think they did a lot of research. But I mean, not to. What does? Ah, yes, that little thing in the, where I step on it, this lowers. Not to crap on a climb, but I'm not sure they were doing a lot of research back in those days on Indians. Actually, I don't think Indians is like. You're not allowed to say that anymore, I think, so let's just stick to Native Americans. My days of using racial slurs are over. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that awkward moment when you like have to think about that shit, but it doesn't make any sense to you because you like never had such problems in
Yeah,
your
I mean,
country.
Yes. As a Russian, my ancestors have a completely other history of slavery back when like we were kind of enslaved by the raging hordes of the Mongols and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, why do...
Somehow we are not fucking bitter about it, and we're not like fucking crying about it.
Yeah, and I actually, it makes total sense, but I learned only recently that we are actually called like Slavic people. That's based off the word slave. But yeah, let's drop that. I don't think it's interesting to people because I know nothing about that history. Turok, I have opinions on Turok 2008. I am super bitter that they completely fucked up the universe, kind of like Ubisoft did with Heroes of Might and Magic, yeah. But I had a little bit of fun playing it. It was one of those games where like you get a modern shooter with a bow, and it worked fine for sniping, and it was somewhat fun to snipe people if I remember right. I might, if they ever get to releasing it on Steam, I will play that. I think, well, I mean, at least people on the Turok forums, actually, the Steam forums for this game, keep requesting pretty much every game from the series. And the developers, I think, said that it might be possible for them to release like Turok Evolution, which I really want to see actually, and the 2008 game as well. And if they do release those games, I will play them as well, obviously. Team style? I only know some other team from the Batman franchise, Batman animated team. Though of course I don't remember exactly his name, but I mean, yes, also this guy has a cannon. He isn't just throwing magic around. But yeah, that movie was kind of fun. It had a lot of violence, which I think like they were trying to get back to the Turok formula or something. And how do you get up there? I don't remember. There might be another one of those jump off a cliff secrets around here someplace. Yep! There we go, I was remembering this one. And I mean, Batman Beyond is cool, so... The Turok movie, but yeah, unfortunately it wasn't about the later acclaim version of Turok. It was the older one. There was just a couple Native Americans in the land with dinosaurs and no like warp space-time futuristic weapons and such. But yeah, it was somewhat disappointing, but not like super bad. As it's like its own thing, it's fun. Yeah, go away, little beetles. But obviously, you know, actually, the comics. I've read a bunch of comics. And let me tell you, they are stupid as fuck. Especially the Turok 2 era comics. I'm not sure I can recommend that. But, I mean, only if you're super interested in the lore, which is also kind of bad. My advice is stick to the games if you like Turok. But I do wish it was possible. Yeah, fucking hell. I do wish Turok series could see a sort of like reboot, kind of like, you know, Doom is like relevant again now, and Wolfenstein, for example, because Turok could make for like the best fucking action FPS ever if uh, you don't forget the mission structure. Like I think it was fun in Turok 2 to have random missions in levels, but just, you know, as I said, to celebrate the 90s in a slightly more teenager way than Doom, because Doom is like, oh, gore, demons and stuff, like heavy metal. But Turok could be just like dinosaurs, robots, and stuff like that. Oh shit, right, you can actually destroy trees here, I completely forgot. Though I think I did it accidentally. And I think you might only be able to do it with like explosive weapons as well. Oh well. But yeah, I very much wish this. They would go on with Turok 2, remastering that for Steam, and then maybe the success of Turok 2 and Turok 1 could urge them to make Turok 3, and then the rest of the series, and then someone would see the popularity of the brand, if it would end up being popular. Fuck you, actually, you know what? I'm gonna ignore these people. If it proves popular, no, you don't go there. If it proves popular, it could be at some point rebooted, or, well, I mean, I think there's a lot too much baggage with the old series to just keep the lore as sequels, because a lot of stuff in the comics was stupid as fuck, and I would just like to have this concept of the Lost Land from the Acclaim era, and just maybe keep the character, but I mean give him a new backstory and such, a new environment. Not really new environment even, like because Joshua Farsi, the character of Turok 2, was like fucking high school teenager, played baseball and was really stupid in the comics, so I don't quite enjoy that. If they made him a little bit more grown up and completely just forgot all the stuff from the comics, and really all the story, just the setting, just take the setting, the characters, completely remove all the story. And no, Champion, I don't think Turok 2 was released on Steam yet. I'm pretty sure I would have known somehow. They are planning it, and they quite recently actually did a little update for Turok Dinosaur Hunter, which indicates they are still somehow active with the Turok series and just as a studio, so they might be working towards that. I do hope they release the level editor first, though. I kind of would like to make a level or two for Turok 1. Okay.
And then you'd be like, oh, why is this not like Serious Sam editor? Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I could see that happening as well, but I imagine that since it would be the level editor that they made for themselves, it would be much better than the fucking old-ass Quake editors. And even then, that like the more recent Quake editor, the last one that I tried last time, I was almost becoming used to it, but I'm just, you know, just not enough motivation to make Quake levels. I just prefer to enjoy the game. Yeah. Okay, and this is one of those dangerous guys, but for some reason this guy decides not to shoot. But yeah, I could see myself making a campaign for Turok 1, like 6 levels, like the original games. Actually, Turok 1 has 8 levels, but you know, like somewhere in that range. Because it doesn't really require a lot of effort in terms of modeling or texturing or anything like that, so I could see myself. And as I explained sometime in the previous streams, I think in Might Magic I touched on it, I would just like, you know, to get people's attention to what Turok series as a series has a potential to be. So like, if I made a level set for Turok 1, I would attempt to make it like the most crazy 90s diverse thing, like some, I don't know, a lot of levels, like in a lot of different settings, and different crazy, awesome enemy types for each one. But I mean, great effort. So I don't know. I'm actually kind of thankful that they are not releasing the level editor, because that means I'm not actually procrastinating. I'm just waiting for it. Okay, fuck you. Oh shit. There's... Oh no, never mind. He just gets killed like that. Yes.
Yeah, that guy had a really bad day, just getting shot in the face with a shotgun and then getting crushed by some fucking rocks.
Ah, yes. Well, I mean, he chose to stand here. It is his fault. Fully and completely. Yeah. Actually, I'm not
So
sure who those
are
guys even are.
these guys are?
Ah, well, some of them are called poachers, like the lesser ones, the regular, more human-like in the caps and the green shirts. They are called poachers, I think. And they're pretty much just like, well, regular humans sucked into this world as well. Or maybe they found a way here and are like trying to capture dinosaurs or some shit like that. Not quite sure. But the armored guys, some of them are called ancient warriors. Actually, I think the like painted and tattooed guys from later levels are ancient warriors. The armored guys might be just the campaigners' troops. And that quite nicely brings me to the actual story that I was intending to actually explain back in level 1. But basically there is this dude in the Lost Land called the Campaigner, which we don't know a lot about at this point, but we know that he is trying to... Actually, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to like put together the Chronoceptor weapon or something to fuck up space-time for no real good reason. But, you know, story, who cares? I'm not, even at this point, I keep forgetting the Turok 2 story, so whatever. Chamberlain, I hope it's not one of those, like, replace all the Doritos with baby faces. But, I don't want to really play with cheats for the stream. Unless it's something like super funny, which I can showcase afterwards. But yeah, speaking of, yeah, these guys are poachers, I think. Speaking of, I will probably play for 3 hours. Hippycat is leaving at some point after 8, I think. And,
Yep.
and it would be no good to play for like almost 2 hours without him. And also, I'm not sure I can finish this game in 4
by
hours.
all means, just go play on without me.
No, but I mean,
don't mind.
as I said, I am not expecting to be able to finish this game in 4 hours. Maybe I could on the PC version, but this kind of progresses a bit slower. Eh. Gah, I'm out of... No, I'm not out of tech arrows. So, I might have to split this game's walkthrough into 2 streams, 3 hours each. Okay, also somewhere around I got armor as well, I think in that house maybe. Now that 23 armor thing down there in my corner, that armor actually lasts a long time. It's much more resilient than your regular FPS armor. And it's very, very helpful because your health is pretty much just completely safe while you have it. Right. Basically like additional health pretty much, but presented in a different way. Which I think the fact that armor is pretty much that in every FPS is maybe why they kind of stopped making armor at all at some point. Like there is no armor in Turok 2, there is... I don't remember if there was armor in Unreal. Actually there was probably armor in Unreal, but I don't know Unreal very well. Right, well, Champion, that makes sense.
Unreal 1? You know?
Yes. Was there
Yeah,
armor?
Unreal 1 had armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I guess it's old school. There was... Ah, fuck, there was armor in Half-Life, I was about to say. But, I mean, yeah, obviously everyone knows the arcade-type shooters. Actually, that statement might be just out of my... Yeah, this place, this here. I don't think you can blow this up using tech arrows or anything. Let me try. First of all, you fuck off. Second of all, you fuck off. Now you cannot, so if I want all that awesome crap, minigun, firestorm cannon, excuse me, a lot of life force, another kind of life force and an armor, might come back here with a grenade launcher. Yeah, go away. But yeah, that's Champion Green. That's a nice confirmation. I was not quite sure. Something like that was on the tip of my tongue, but I was quite super certain because I forgot. So yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what the fuck the campaigner is actually doing, because the Chronoceptor pieces are all around, and we are collecting them merrily throughout the levels. And we will assemble it and totally use it against him. And it kinda kills his ass in like 3 shots, at least in the PC version. I never got to him in the N64 version, so it might be slightly different. But yeah, we don't rip any fucking holes in space-time, though I believe Turok 2 is actually started with the premise that when we use the Chronoceptor on the campaigner, when Tal'Set used the Chronoceptor on the campaigner, it woke up Primogen in his Primogen's light ship in Turok 2. I think that's the general premise of it anyway. Right, also this is the end of the level. You see that little thing with the yellow square on the map? That's the portal out. You just have to like make a couple circles here to get that last key. Ooh, portal, portal, portal. Fuck off. Disappeared. No, it's not. I just missed it. Oh well. Don't really need a lot of bonuses at the point. But I hope I got all the keys, because I wasn't really paying attention. And this game honestly requires you to pay some amount of attention in order not to miss any of the keys and the Chronoceptor pieces. Though thankfully I do remember where most of that stuff is located, and sometimes it's not even really hidden. It's just like, for example, level 5 catacombs. It's just, or level 4 ruins. Actually, it's just kind of like prongs, where you have 3 directions to go from, like a hub area of a sort, and each one in the end gives you a key. So it's not like you just go in linear path like this level and have to pay attention. Disco mode, yeah. Actually, Champion Green, I mean, feel free. Random trivia is interesting always, and
Yeah, that's like way better than the beginning of the stream where like there was nothing going on. Shit.
yeah. And I mean, far be it from me or Hippocat, or I think pretty much anyone else who would be watching this stream, to consider nerd or geek to be bad descriptors. Yeah, yeah. I think actually what I meant to say more eloquently was like, what's the word, like pejorative words or something like that. Anyway, let me make the trip for the last key along this little edge here. So that platform from the water, fuck you dinosaur, gonna ignore you. But yeah, the disco mode, don't think I wanna play through the game with disco mode. Is it just like the thing that happens when you get the spiritual invulnerability? So where did my map go? I wonder if that cutscene destroys your map. Yeah. Okay. Did it say that I have all the keys? Yes, well, it should have, because...
Say.
Okay, nice. Well, I mean, I think the backstory to this game was pretty much made to be awesome. And by to this game, I mean to the comic franchise which the game is based on. They pretty much did just think, what are the awesome things? And made a setting that allowed all of them to be put together. Which also makes a lot of sense. So, like, the place where different times and space, well, I mean, different parts of the universe from different times are just combined somehow randomly. And kinda, you know what, I think there is, in like Mortal Kombat lore, what was it, the Nether, no, not the Nether world, the other war, no, was, well, the place where Shao Kahn ruled, that area, the Nether realm, no, I think Nether realm is the, like the hell, the other world, the other...
Outworld.
Yes, right. Did you look it up or did you remember actually?
No, I remembered.
Wow, holy shit. Props Hippocat, even I forgot. And I remember in Champion Green's words geeking out about the story mode to Mortal Kombat X. Because I kind of followed the old game's stories. Yeah, kind of like Outworld. I think it has a similar premise that it's like a... I mean, there's multiple dimensions obviously and such, but there is that one always that is like fucking dumpster of the universe, or bathtub drain of the universe, or any other unpleasant metaphor that was just like edgy for the 90s. By the way, we are just kinda silently, quietly in level 3, Ancient City, and this is where I start to see some changes. Yeah. Namely, like the color scheme slightly different and the music is different. I think this is one of my favorite music tracks in the game, honestly. Though
I just randomly acquired ice cream without moving a muscle. That's
cool.
cool.
Kind of exactly like what happened to me on like Thursday at work or whenever it was. But yeah, the music in this game unfortunately is not quite the same caliber of Turok 2, but it is still, I think, very nice as background music for long levels like this game has. And it really fits like the rhythm at which you're walking and shooting and stuff, so it really, I don't know, it really works well, but not quite as awesome to just listen on its own, kinda like Turok 2, because I can just listen to Turok 2 music on its own. Yeah, these are the ancient warriors, and these guys, these motherfuckers with the blowpipes, I hate them not more than the campaigner sergeants or whatever, captains, the guys with the plasma rifle, the pink bullets, because those are the most assholish of them all, but still. Chamberlain, stop spoiling the story. I mean, I don't think we're supposed to know that he's a cyborg beforehand. Because during the battle, well, I mean, you said it, so now I can describe. During the battle, you see his like skin getting ripped off slowly, and there is like Terminator parts under that. Okay, how the fuck do I get on these houses? Maybe there is like a place you can climb out of. No? I think I remember there being ladders in the PC version. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they removed them in the hard difficulty, because I know in this game some elements of the level get removed on harder difficulties, like bridges, I think, and stuff like that. At least I think I know that. I might not know that. I might be just pulling that completely out of my ass. But I believe that's the case. I am slightly lost in the Champion Green's larger message. Yeah, Evolution. Actually, I really want to play Evolution at some point. There is a PC version, I even have it installed, but it's somewhat unplayable. Though I don't remember why. There is some sort of super bad thing about it, like you can't change the graphic settings or something like that, or the controls are bad. Every time I keep trying to play it, I stop very soon. But I hear it's, well, I mean, it's not a good game, but I hear it has a bunch of neat little backstory for Tal'Set. But yeah, Cyborg, blah blah blah, plans enslaving, blah blah blah. There is fun fact in the comics. There's a comic, I think it's called like Summer Vacation or something, Summer in the Lost Land, and it features Joshua Fireseed, aka the Turok from Turok 2, meeting another campaigner, because apparently, well, I think they just made it up for the comic, I mean for that particular issue. Apparently the campaigners are also like a line, though not by blood or anything, and just kind of like there's always some character that takes on the role of a campaigner. And in the comic it was some sort of like American Civil War soldier, but crazy, like bio-enhanced, some sort of bag on his face, like, you know, like a mask, but it's just like a bug kind of clutched to his face. Ooh, look, what... it was kind of crazy looking. And Joshua, of course, and yes, and the campaigner there was all about like, woo, strongest survive, competitive, like combat warrior, blah blah blah. And so Joshua challenged him to baseball. Of course, he didn't have a fucking clue how to play baseball, and that's how he lost. Right, and kind of get there.
What a fucking heroic thing to do. Challenge your enemy to a game where you have an unfair advantage.
Well, I mean, what does Turok care about, like... Actually, I don't know how, like, honorable Turok is supposed to be, but Joshua is like a shitty teenager, apparently. I mean, in the game you wouldn't be able to tell, but in the comics she is kind of a crap He is kind of a crap person. At least in the beginning. And, yeah. Maybe that's why he had no qualms. But you actually see a bit of character development from him throughout like the few comic issues that there were released. At one point he like calls for a meeting of a bunch of past Turoks, including Tal'Set and some guy from the future who got cut up in the middle, so he's like two halves instead of one person. And he asked them some questions about like how they see things, how in their experience, like how they deal with all the stuff that the Turok is expected to deal with and such. It was pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Roland, Turok, I mean, the games are based on the comics, so in theory they should be even more stupid, but they didn't have the capacity to feature such bullshit as like Turok's fucking idiot nerd roommate with glasses, loser guy, stereotypical kind of character, or kidnapping President Bill Clinton, or you know, whatever else, four-breasted women and such. But unfortunately, actually, when they made the games, I feel like they fucked up the comics, because like the comic ongoing storyline kind of abruptly stops, and everything seems to switch to adapting for Turok 2 and explaining the backstory of that. And then Turok 3 fucks everything up as well, because the relatives they introduced in Turok 3, they were not part of like the Turok family in the comics. So they have to bring them up like fucking Shining Armor and Cadence. And yeah, it just goes downhill from there. But, you know, as I said, I prefer to just take the games on their own. Have like the basic idea of backstory that you actually don't get in the game from somewhere. And how the fuck do I get up there? And just enjoy the games as if there are no comics. Yeah! This place is a nightmare with extended fog distance, by the way, because all these rapidly respawning motherfuckers with blow darts and guns, and they see you way before you even notice them, because the fog is farther away. Right, I'm just looking for a way to get up there on the roofs, because I know there's tasty treats. Thanks for the ammo. And yeah, Chamberlain, that's interesting. I mean, have you read all the comics or something? Where do you get all the knowledge? It's interesting, it's very interesting. Because I mean, I read most of the comics, all that I was able to find, and I mean, I only read them once, so maybe I'm not remembering a lot of it. But I remember, like, some Turoks have been questioning, like, the morality. You know what? I think they removed the ladder in this, or something, because I'm not seeing any way to get on these houses anymore. Like, for example, I think Tal'Set, in one issue, he met, like, some future Turoks with the crazy sci-fi weapons, and he was, like, questioning, should we really be using such motherfucking huge-ass destructive weapons? Because it seems like an easy path to total destruction. Something like that. But I mean, here he is. Well, I mean, he isn't using the huge weapons yet, but in this game he will get to some huge ass weapons. Oh, you know what? I think you can just fucking jump from here. Yep. Never mind. Though I do remember there being ladders that lead into this level, but still. And by level I mean the like vertical level. Also, backpack. I didn't explain that, did I? Basically, kinda works like the Doom backpack. Allows you more ammo capacity, and it does also disappear if you die, so that's why all the backup backpacks are around if you are dead. If you have been dead since you picked last one up, you can have a replacement. Oh, Chimney, that's cool. Yeah. Roland, no, I think the 2008 game just gave him like a bromance with a guy who initially hated him, but then throughout the game you kind of help him and save him and such, and he, by the end of the game, he thinks you're alright, and that's the extent of it. Because like in the comics, well, I mean, it's a different Turok from the comics, but in the comics he was very much fucking straight. Yeah. Lightburn, yeah, that's the little thing with the keyhole picture in it. You could see on Turok, in Turok 2. I'm not sure you see it in Tal'Set, but it's pretty much like a bag of holding. And I think canonically Turok gets some crazy ass weapons from there from time to time. Of course, in the games you have to just find them in the world. Okay, here is in this side It's kind of symmetrical, but not really. So on this side, this is how you get to the second level in the roofs. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I think these jumps would be near impossible if you didn't... Yeah, fucking hell! What the fuck was that? I think it was splash damage. Knocked me down. Many of these jumps probably are nearly impossible if you don't do the almost like 1.5 jump trick. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, basically Disney and whatnot are to the Turok series what Ubisoft is to the Might and Magic series. Took the ownership of the franchise and fucked it up. Okay, I think that's enough exploring the town. I mean, obviously there are goodies and such. Yeah, oh well, goodies and such, but also you lose a lot of ammo just fucking about. And there are no keys or anything, so let's just proceed. But I do like to explore and get all the stuff. Pity I cannot see my health level while I have armor, so I can't tell if I'm actually getting anything. Though, now what I don't remember if you can even pick up... Oh, cool. If you can even pick up health items if you have enough health. You might not be able to. You cannot pick up the backpack or the life force if you have the maximum amount of lives or already have a backpack. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna, while I'm here, while I remember, I'm gonna pick up this little secret here. First of all, a bunch of health. And secondly, I think through here. Yep. Bunch more life force. Not gonna be running out of lives anytime soon. Though levels like 8 and 7 might kinda destroy my ass, but we'll see. Yeah. You know what, Master Zemnas, I like Assassin's Creed 1 and kind 3, and I liked Rayman 2, I guess. So I mean, not everything Ubisoft made ever made is shit, but nowadays I would agree. Like all these template fucking open world games, not even talking about the Assassin's Creed series exclusively, like everything they do, and like Far Cry, fucking Watch Dogs and shit.
Watch Dogs wasn't bad though.
Most people think it was bad, and I never actually even finished it because I didn't like it. But the worst thing, well, I mean, no, the worst thing they ever did was fuck up the Might and Magic series. But the second worst thing they ever did was enforce the language lock on Steam. So after a certain point, every game you buy on Steam published by Ubisoft, you can only, I mean, if you buy it in Russia or Russia like related countries, even though some of those countries don't speak Russian, you only get access to the Russian language. Which is why I stopped buying Assassin's Creed games. And I will probably be pirating at some point, like Rogue and like fucking Syndicate or whatever. Though I kinda lost interest in the series as well. But I definitely pirated Far Cry 4. Yeah. Yeah, Master Zems, you know, I played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations and 3. And by the time 3 came out, I kinda stopped being able to follow the story or anything like that. And started losing the interest, and interestingly enough, in 4 I didn't even beat 4, I didn't really get very far. But I really liked 1 just for the setting. You know what, I just like the Middle Eastern stuff. Like all the Muslims and stuff, you know? Ah, boy. Well, I mean, 4 is about a pirate. Though I don't feel like it's a very good like pirate game. Though a lot of people disagree. Most people like Assassin's Creed 4. I just like 1, really. 1 was back when I had some sense of wonder for the series. Like, you know, when large cities where you can climb every wall were still new to me. And just open world games were still kind of fun. Because there is a definite oversaturation of open world games nowadays. I've lost interest in them, but there was a point in my life, somewhere around the early GTA games, where I would be interested in pretty much every fucking open world game there would ever be. There ever was, let's just say that. for simplicity. I didn't know what to, Assassin's Creed 2. I do not share the love that most people have for it. I was completely.
I just don't like the protagonist.
I don't care about the protagonist. I don't like the setting. I didn't. Apart from one little, you know, that place where like was a bunch of fucking towers, little town. It was very like foggy and depressing looking. I like that area, but I didn't like the setting because I don't care about like Renaissance Italy. I like the setting also in Revelations because it was close to 1. And I like setting in 3, of course. But I definitely stopped being able to follow the story in 3. Like, who are these people? What are they doing? I'm super uneducated on history, unfortunately, so didn't help me. Yeah, Masters, I'm same here, definitely. Okay, now what? Let's move on, actually. There's the opposite balcony ledge place here, but you get there near the very end of the level, actually. And, okay, I think I got... Oh, no, you can get that. Secret, you can actually climb these palm trees. Yeah! And get this little LSD pill, and let's just see if we can carry it through, like, back around this building and make any use of it. Okay. I'm just reading chat as well at the same point as playing. Probe, was that I seem to remember the word from the intros to like Extreme G2. Did they make Extreme G2? I wonder. Because I had that racing game bundled with Turok 2 with my first graphics card for the computer. And I like Extreme G2, it's like one of the several racing games that I actually enjoyed.
What the fuck are you even talking about? Like, Acclaim made that or what?
I think Acclaim is a publisher, Iguana is a developer of the Turoks. And I think Probe might have been the developers of Extreme G. But Acclaim published Extreme G as well. And apparently Probe merged with Acclaim, with Iguana or something. No, Iguana is like in the fucking intros to all of these Turok games, where in Turok 2 it starts shooting the player, and in Turok 3 it gets destroyed by Oblivion and turned into like a spooky skeleton. That's thanks to those intros. It's very easy to remember who developers of this game are. Okay, I'm gonna completely ignore these dinosaurs because fuck them. Wow, that palm tree is like metal because it sends like these blue sparks when I hit it with bullets. Alright. Okay, you can. No. Oh,
what was the game you just mentioned?
Extreme G2 racing game on like futuristic motorbikes.
Well, if we are gonna believe the Wikipedia, they didn't do it.
No, not Probe. Huh. Who is the developer of Extreme G2 then? Who does it say?
Okay, give me a moment.
Meanwhile, I'm apparently half dead here. Yeah, fuck off, fuck off. Because I've been lax in my gameplay and I've been reading the chat and stuff.
Yeah, Probe Entertainment is developer.
So actually that is what we were talking about in the chat.
Well, what the fuck? Turok was made by Iguana Entertainment.
Yes,
Iguana was renamed Acclaim Studios Austin.
That's what we were talking about. The Iguana Studios made Turok and the Probe might have made Extreme G. That's what I said in the first place. Because Champion Green just said that they merged with Probe, and then I recognized the name Probe and said that they were the guys who made Extreme G. Have you actually ever played? Because like it sounded like you recognized the name at first or something.
No, I just heard like something I may want to spend some time googling because that's like the only fucking thing I can do on your streams.
Alright. Well, it's not a simulator by any means, it's just an arcade game, so I don't think you would be interested. But I like it because like There's the tracks are crazy, like gravity upside down stuff happening, like in Mario Kart 8 or whatever, whichever one was. That introduced the fuckery with the geometry and stuff. Basically,
Well,
magical but futuristic motorcycles that can drive on ceilings and walls and such.
I don't have any hate for like arcade racing games, so I'm not sure why would you think that.
I thought you just enjoyed like simulator style games more.
I do, but like Trackmania, I fucking love it as
Oh,
well. And like, what was it called? Wacky Wheels? Wacky Wheels was awesome.
Well, you know, you could try Extreme G, though it's the age of Turok 2, the appropriate graphics and such. Though music is in the PC version is fucking awesome. I ripped a bunch of tracks from Extreme G for what was the thing? You remember my like horror Sam levels, like the black
With
stuff?
the black shit?
Yeah, the black shit. That's a few of them had music from Extreme G, and I think the if you remember in HSF there was at one point a Mario level, and you could turn like alternative music from Mario, but the default music in that level was also from Extreme G, like slightly somber. You know, kind of. I think I used to think it was drum and bass, but drum and bass or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't know music genres, but it's cool. It's pleasant to listen to.
I have no clue. If you think I remember that music, you were mistaken.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just like, shit, fuck off, fuck off. Okay, I might need some health very soon because those guys are assholes. I think they're called like sergeants, campaigners, sergeants, or campaigners. Some guys, lieutenants. No, I don't know. But their shots are super fast. Oh, I should not have just stood there. Their shots are super fast, and so you can barely dodge them if you are far enough. If you're close, forget about it. Yeah. What? They kind of teamed up on me there, but on the plus side, I will get all my health back.
That was kind of to be expected when you're like running around with 3 health.
Yeah. Thankfully, the save was very close here. I don't have to watch this, have I? No. Have I? No. Do I? Should have said. Right, let's just...
When he respawns, he looks like a fucking ragdoll.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think they had ragdoll technology back in the day. It was animated by hand. Or maybe, you know, what was it? Mocap. I'm not sure they had mocap technology for Turok, though. You see, one shot of those guys, 10 health, gun. Fucking brutal. And you cannot dodge them. They just have a little chance of missing. Mind it's hot in here. I should find my freaking fan. I have only one fan. Okay, this is where I died, I think.
Yeah, you know what? I also have a fan, and I kind of feel like turning it on. Like, be right back.
Okay, had my revenge on those motherfuckers. Let's see. Did I actually get my ammo back when I respawned? I don't remember if you get your ammo back in this game. Okay, team, I'm not reading that. I have no time to read long messages while I'm playing. I will ask Cat.
During Acclaim's decline to bankruptcy, they offered a $10,000 reward to a UK family who'd name their kid Turok to promote Turok evolution.
Yes, I remember that.
This is dumb as fuck.
Yep, it was featured on like top 10 worst marketing, like video game marketing or promotion decisions on Watch Mojo that I watched recently.
Well, Robin Williams named his daughter Zelda, didn't
Well, I mean, Zelda is a real name, though. I don't
think
it? I think yes, there are Zeldas other than her.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And I mean the name, I think Miyamoto chose the name Zelda because it was a real name that he liked the sound of. But I think they also, like earlier, they had some sort of also event where they would reward someone who would change their name to Turok, and someone did change their name to Turok. I mean, like, you know, I don't know if I would not consider if I could even get money out of it, or though, yeah, $10,000 is a significant number, but that was for the other thing. That was for naming your kid. I don't remember. They probably offered less for just changing your name. But seeing as someone, but then again, there was that other thing where like some radio station held a contest for who can hold their pee longest and not go to the toilet, and they would get a wee as a prize, and someone died. Okay, there is a secret in here, but I don't remember exactly where. Somewhere in the water. Eh? Oh, maybe here. One thing in these games, though it also is the case in Turok 2, wherein you are underwater, your depth determines like the color of the fog and the background and the overall brightness subsequently, but in this game it gets super dark in some of these pools of water, to the point where I cannot even see anything when I'm swimming down. Especially remember such a place in Catacombs, but thankfully it's just like these little downward vertical pools with a bunch of goodies on the floor, so you don't like get lost in there or anything. And of course there's always the map that you can bring up. But yeah, I saw the secret entrance above there. This little place here. Whoop! Turok flattens himself to be able to fit in here. Not sure how he manages, but he manages. I would not squeeze through this type of area, I can honestly tell you that, but...
Fuck, that's kind of very unsettling here actually, because I just imagined like what it would be like to swim in such a fucking narrow corridor completely underwater, and that's like kind of fucking horrifying.
Yeah. Well, honestly for me, pretty much just swimming underwater, the idea of swimming when there is no like surface immediately accessible to you is horrifying by itself. When I was a kid, I was very scared when in movies like characters had to hold their breath for a long time to swim somewhere, like in Alien Resurrection, for example. But yeah, and also that place looks like you can get stuck there, and it's like, I don't have claustrophobia or anything, but the idea of getting stuck in a narrow passage is pretty freaking terrifying. Yeah. Okay, well, 10 life force is worth tumbling around in the pool. Yeah, go away, fucking bugs. Though, thankfully I can kill them with one knife swipe, so... yeah. I can also kinda like super outmaneuver these guys as well, I think. Also, I think I failed to mention it before, but when I was describing how you can kill a lot of monsters with a knife easily in this game, I was intending to say that actually in Turok 1, when you attack from behind with a knife, it does more damage as well, so kind of like a backstab thing, which makes that method of killing enemies even more smart. Oh, so wait, like mocap Champion Green or just videos on which they would base the... I imagine it was just videos, right? They wouldn't put fucking
well,
mocap on an ostrich.
How do you imagine a fucking mocap of an ostrich?
Well, yeah, but maybe a human. I don't know. But that makes, you know, that like there is no shame in tracing a footage of some human, like in some of those games like Flashback and Another World when they did that. I think there is a word for it when it's done in cartoons. Yeah! Alright. Ah yes, it's back here, near where I was killed, though I was killed on the other side of this whole part. But now I think that... did we make... yeah, we made the journey around here, so we pressed the button and this thing is lowered. So now I'm immediately back here. To the right there was that secret, so No backtracking at all. Even though I'm not against backtracking per se, I like it when you don't have to have long voyages on stream, because that's boring to watch for people. Man, some of these ammo pickups really blend in with the environment sometimes. Okay. Oh right, I died so I don't have the backpack. I could go back to an earlier area and get another, but I think there's like a fuck ton of backpacks in my future, so I should probably just ignore that, especially since there's a place later where I can very easily die again, so I shouldn't waste one of them. Like, this is interesting type of management thing, like, you have to remember where you have spare backpacks, and then choose when you should even go and get them, because they don't respawn. You have a limited amount of everything in this game. And
that kind of reminds me about something. I think like a hell of a lot years ago, like my nephew was like playing on my PC like something. Maybe it was like Duke Nukem or something. And each time he found like any fucking item, like an ammo box, if he was full, he would like shoot once and take the fucking box and never left anything behind.
Fuck. Well, I mean, some people, I think, there are Doom players, I know for a fact that, oh shit, I nearly missed the key, that kinda do that as well, and they are good, they're good players, not like the total noobs like you and me, but some people just have this ideology that, like, put everything on right on the path that the player takes, right in the middle, not in the corners, because I'm not like going back for any pickups ever, so just pretty much just give them to me near automatically. I think those are the types of people that never play maps where running out of ammo is actually like a concern. But I really like this aspect, though I will admit in a couple places in this game it was somewhat annoying to run out of ammo completely, but I mean, it was the result of my mistake, so can't say anything bad about it. Right, judging by the time, I think we will have time for this level and maybe level 4, but that's actually a good even split, even though later levels are probably harder and longer. Or maybe I should do Catacombs as well, I don't know. Maybe I'll start Catacombs. There's no real reason, no super serious reason for me to not stop the stream in the middle of a level when there is a save point or something. But yeah, definitely splitting. I'm not gonna play for 4 hours because that is still not gonna be enough. Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, if I remember right, there are a bunch of ammo pickups somewhere nearby, so I'm gonna waste a bunch of shells and stuff. These guys are bullet sponges. Right, I might not have... Ah, no, there we go, there is a shell box. Also, at some point I got an automatic shotgun for myself. Yeah. Which now makes the regular shotgun super completely obsolete, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not like in Turok 2 where you had the shredder, which was a completely different weapon, for some reason counted as an upgrade for the shotgun. But you could still switch back to the shotgun just because it was sometimes more satisfying to use. Because, like, you know, shotguns are awesome. Basically that, and that reason alone. In this game, the shotgun is not quite super awesome compared to the automatic one, so no real reason to switch back to it ever. Well, I'm in Champion, you know, speedrunners, yeah, it's super unfair to compare people like me who, like, this is probably like, what, fifth playthrough of this game ever in my life.
Nobody can compare Antroid. Why you feel so insecure about yourself? You wanna talk about it?
I've been bullied in school about the speed at which I complete games. Hippocat, shut up. Alright, okay. But yeah, that's, I mean, yeah, I'm not taking it as a comparison really. I'm taking it as just like a fun fact. So no offense taken or anything. But still, that's super like compared to what I can do, it's insane. But I mean, they probably just don't kill anyone also, and know exactly where to. Well, I mean, they definitely know exactly where to go. Right. Okay. So this is the other side that I mentioned before. Thankfully, there's that little thing that opened. So if you fall down, it's not like we have to replay that whole part again. Okay, you I could probably kill with a knife, but I'm not gonna bother. Should I? Nah, actually, I'm not gonna jump on that roof. Right, okay. This is a little timed thing. Follow these little plates. There's a switch, which for a very short time opens that gate. Oh, I think he just... Oh no, actually I think he hit the corpse. In this game, if you hit the corpse of someone with an explosive weapon, they scream and flop up again as if alive, which is kind of funny. And I think this was actually removed from the port on PC for some reason, so that's another thing that the original game did better. Right, are those tech arrows? Yes, they are. Cool. Tech arrows are pretty powerful sometimes. But yeah, now we have to step on this and quickly run back. I think the good old diagonal running makes you faster. Yep.
I just recently rediscovered the Quake one apparently has like stupidest fucking wall running.
Oh, I didn't manage to do any wall
in Doom
running.
it was wall running like from south to north or something, but in Quake it apparently just works fucking everywhere.
Huh, interesting. I don't think I've ever managed a wall run or even really known that it exists in Quake. Is there like in the... Oh shit, I have full health apparently. In the original Quake 1 single player, is there bunny hopping, do you know?
I'm not sure, but probably there is.
Because in that new episode there was that one secret, I think, in like also Catacombs, where you had to jump a gap, and I think it was like the only gap in the entire game which killed you. But you had to jump across a gap for like an armor, I think a red armor or something. And yeah, fuck, they can jump out. And I kept falling there because I wasn't used to having to do long jumps in Quake. Holy shit, I don't remember this area at all. And I even tried bunny hopping at some point, but there was not enough space there to bunny hop truly. Okay, I get what you mean. I'm gonna use this on you because you're not worth explosive shells. That's interesting, Chimping Green. But I mean, like, when was a game cover ever really accurate in the old days?
Mega Man 1.
Well, I mean, yeah, except for Mega Man 1. That was super realistic, but mostly not. Though again, I'm not taking your message to say like as if you claim that holy shit, what an outrage, in that game you don't fight the character depicted on it, because I know it's not what you meant, but it sounded kind of like I was rebutting that sort of statement. Alright, the secret, remember it? Okay. But yeah, you would think that...
It's like that popular meme where people like take the game's name and like take it literally.
Yeah. But you know, it's more strange for Turok, because you would think you would find like a simple... What the fuck is it lagging now? You would fight a simple dinosaur. Maybe it was too intense graphically with the map. But apparently that dinosaur is not like anything... Well, I mean, I don't pay attention to the colors of them, so I wouldn't have noticed that the ones you fight in the game are brown and the one on the color is green. Do I have a snarky? I guess I do have a snarky personality. But you know, I often...
That's a very polite way of saying that you're a complete fucking dickhead.
But yeah, you know, like sometimes when I reply to someone, doesn't mean like what I'm replying to doesn't mean I took their statement in that way. It's just like what could be gleaned or whatever from the statement, and I'm like preemptively trying to say that no, that's not the case, for people who might misunderstand subconsciously, because you know, you see, I am I'm super concerned with everyone just being correct all the time and being perceived correctly as well. Seeing how as I am like the paragon of being correct. Okay, this is, you jump here from above, remember this. Okay, you know what, I think I stumbled upon the first... no, actually no, that's not the first, but one of those changes that I didn't notice before. Because on the PC version, as I said, the levels are different. And it starts right with level 1, where there's an extra little room inserted there. And that little place where I climbed up and got the level key, the first one I think, or the second one, I think that was changed in some way as well. Here we go, backpack, yeah. But I don't remember at all... Oh, hello, boar. That place where those two guys fell down earlier, where I noticed some sort of cavern but didn't investigate, I think it was up here. No, it was there, thanks map. I don't remember this place at all, maybe I just missed it in the PC version. But let's investigate what's here. Ugh, 250
Maybe it's
health.
not in the PC version, since like levels were modified.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Maybe it was not, maybe I just didn't notice it. But it might be one of the
I should
changes.
really start listening to you at some point.
Yeah, you know what, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Like, my father does that a lot. When he says something and I don't understand, I ask to clarify my understanding, and he says, no, 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 and then proceeds to explain the same exact thing that I just said, but in his words, and I say, so, in other words, blah, 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 as I said, and he's, yeah. And that's just what I said. Oh, is it? Okay.
That's
yeah,
what she said!
yeah, yeah. That was a very appropriate usage of that joke, Hypocat. Very, very appropriate. Ooh, secret. Right, is there the first wizard in this place? Let me see. No, there's that motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be noticing me, thankfully. Shit. Yeah. Wow, Turok 2 just did the dinosaur scream. Ah, maybe the first wizard is a little bit... Oh, oh, shit. A little bit later.
The
Quick
first
save.
visit to crashed emulator.
Yep, well, let me quickly... Did I press OK? I hope I pressed OK. F1. I hope it's saved. God damn it. Wait, what? Okay, okay. Okay, Hypocat, you read the chat for me, but I'll have to replay a little bit of this level, I guess.
The chat says RIP game.
No,
I'm sure you are very excited to learn.
the earlier, like what Champion Green said before.
In the Turok trailer, Thunder, the special dino, was out in the open wild, but he was changed to enclosed area due to the map not being able to handle him and the fact he'd be unfair.
Oh, interesting. Though Thunder is pretty useless. Maybe he's not as useless in the emulated version, but he was super useless in the PC version. He was just could not harm you in any way. So I'm not sure how an open area would make him unfair, really. Okay, I'm just, you know what, I'm gonna try to speed past all the enemies.
Postal Dude tells me to do something, but out of spite I won't.
Okay.
Deal with it, Postal Dude. Unless you didn't mean allowed, because in that case I did what you said. Shit.
There is no escape, he tricked you. Right, you guys can all fuck off, I'm not interested, I just... What was the key that I just took first? Yeah, first, okay. So the second key... Ah, right, this is a level with a boss, so... The third key you are not even supposed to find in the level, which sometimes leads you to some confusion. Because you think like, where the fuck is the third key? But you actually have to go into like the exit portal and beat the level boss and then you get the third key.
Hey, Sabiente.
Hello Sabiente, we're just replaying a little bit because I fucked... Well, I mean, not I was about to take a blame for the game crashing and say I fucked up, but I didn't fuck up. Also, I'm speeding through everything. Because fuck replaying what we've already
Gotta
seen.
go fast!
And that, yeah, exactly. Though now I have to actually find what do you have to press to open that way forward, because I don't remember what. Ah, this. Okay. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck off. Ah, crap, I should kill. Oh, and climb the palm trees. Okay, you guys can just kind of duke it out there. I'm gonna ignore all of you. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start quick saving at checkpoints. Just to remember. Hopefully all the ammo I didn't pick up doesn't bite me in the ass. Yeah. But you know, at least I didn't die, so now I have one more life and I have the backpack again. Yeah. Namely for those two gorillas that I have to kill. Okay, 1 key to find, yes, so now, honestly, the only thing we actually have to do is to find our way back. But I do wanna get this power armor. Tech armor, excuse me. And there is a bunch of health on top. Also, it occurs to me that I didn't see a single bonus portal in this level so far. I seem to remember some places where you could find them, but didn't see them there. Well, actually, no, I think I did see one, but it was accessible from like a roof or something where I didn't know how to get way early on. Oh, there we go, speaking of... fucking hell, disappeared. Well, let's just take the health that was somewhere around here. There we go. Chamberlain, I'm pretty sure it's false, what you just said there.
That's not false. They made like a SNES port or something.
Oh, okay. Interesting relationship between the two things that in my life that I never expected to cross over in any way. I've actually never played any SNES or NES ports of Might and Magic games. I think there's like... Yeah, I think there's an NES version of the first game, and I don't know what kind of state it is in. How good of a port is it or anything. I almost wanted to play it one time because I thought that like being a console version that would be easier to control because there is very limited buttons and there wouldn't be like any bizarre obscure shortcuts that you would need to know to effectively play the game.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this, there is a fucking NES port of Ultima 4 with all the bullshit fucking inventory management of all the characters.
Well, that's interesting. Violent death. Whoa! Outrun. Yes, beetles. Ignoring all the bit. Eee! I forgot there was a gap here. But alright. And we're nearly back where we were. At this time I'm not gonna explore the entirety of that little area, though I think I got crashed before I... Did I get crashed before I fully explored that little cave? Because I remember there was like a portal. Yeah. Get in there. A portal at the end of it, but I don't remember where it brought me. Let me just say fuck you to everyone and go away and run there, quickly check again. What champion green? Yeah. Why would I need a file save?
In case your like emulator shits itself again.
Okay, so this brings me up here. But I mean, I'm doing a lot of quick saves. If you see like this little stop, that's when I do a quick save F5. I guess I shouldn't really, like, it's not too annoying for the viewers, I hope, the little pauses, and it's not like I'm gonna quick load if I die or anything like that, so I should be really quick saving very often. I think I'm gonna... Actually, you know what, I'm gonna kill you now.
Okay, Antroid, the time has come, there is another call, and I'm fucking off, and I'm...
Alright.
You know...
Well,
So basically I'm gonna go like be a pretend race car driver now for a while. Maybe I'll come back, maybe I won't.
Well,
So yeah, see you guys.
I'm probably playing until 9, so if you manage before that, feel free. But yeah, goodbye, Hippycat. Goodbye. Yeah, fucking Skype. Why does it feel the need to show its window? Fuck. Okay, excuse me for a second. Chat back, OBS back, this back, and lock mouse. Right. You know what I hate? I really hate when programs just decide to pop the window on top of everything else. Okay, that was unnecessary. I think that last time I shot him, he was already dead. Also, my cursor at the moment, I think you don't see the cursor in the stream, but my cursor at the moment is this little like hourglass thing, which indicates that something is happening, and it worries me. What was that sound? Some sort of in-game bird, I hope. Right, we're officially back where I glitched out last time. Backpack that I don't need. Okay, also, Champion Green, now that Hypocat is gone, I will not be able to read your longer info messages, so if you have any more trivia, you better save it for the next stream tomorrow. So, first of all, it's good to like ration your entertainment resources over the time that we have to fill, and second of all, so that Hypocat can read them to me out loud. Also, is it just me? Like, you know, there's texture problems when emulating this game. On Eclipse, for example, the texture gets shrunk down and tiled a lot. But that's in the like Jabo default graphics plugins. But I feel like there's like you can fix it in the Jabo plugins. But when I switch to this plugin, which is more correct in terms of like the clipping of the walls and the map and the weapon clipping, the textures became even lower res, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. If anyone played this game on N64 or has access to it and can confirm, please tell me if the textures are this muddy on the N64. Maybe there's like one of those, what's it called, like there was this add-on to N64 that enabled like higher resolution textures options in some games and such, like in Turok 2, I think. Some sort of thing pack, mem pack or whatever. No, mem pack is probably just for saves. Okay, this is a trap, but some sort of like add-on thing. Maybe the other graphics plugin makes makes the game think I have that and pick higher resolution textures or something. Yeah. Okay, these guys again. Yeah. Turok has a little bit of a skidding problem when strafing back. Oh, fucking hell, back and forth. Which makes strafing back and forth like that kind of much harder than in, say, Doom or Quake. And avoiding those guys' shots is pretty difficult because they require very quick strafing. Some of them, though, don't really care about shooting even though they have a gun. Right, okay, I think this is what opens that thing down here where I killed the monkey. And I said before that there was a secret that I would come back to. Yep, there we go, it's still opening even. Okay, so you see that's not real splash damage there. And they're just clipping through the floor apparently, okay. Right, some life, the other life, and a teleporter back up. Very convenient, thank you game. Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy and then save on the save point. I think the save point is just here because they knew that this place was a bit dickish. Though I always thought that the platforming in general in FPS was never a problem to me, but in Turok it's especially easy thanks to the 1.5 jump thing. But yeah, this is an extended session of platforming on smaller and smaller pillars. So lesser people than I might have trouble not falling down. Eh. Eh. I hope I don't fall down anywhere. I might, because I think there is like ambushes as you approach. There are people who drop down on some of these pillars, and I might get surprised by them and somewhat just launch off. Yep, like that. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that was stupid. Well, I mean, fair's fair. Got stuck inside, the guy couldn't really jump well. I think that happens when you collect those 10 life force pickups, so I might just ignore them and plan my route across without landing on those pillars. But we'll see if I can even do that. Yeah. Yeah. God damn it, that thing... You know, even though mouse is locked in the emulator, it still doesn't prevent pop-up windows when you mouse over outside the window, mouse over certain things. So, pardon me if that appears over the gameplay footage sometimes. Okay, you don't actually need to go down there or anything. I don't remember what's there. There's some items there that I guess could be good to take. Just more life force. Normally I would just jump on up here, but I'm not quite feeling that lucky and that needful for extra lives. But there is a little bit of a secret on the side. I think there's the exit, right? There's the blue exit portal. But there's a little secret. Ah, fucking hell. Ah, you know what? I should have jumped on that other platform. Okay, yeah. This is the thing that I really enjoyed when I played the PC version with the slightly extended fog. That secret is cool because it shows how large and open some of these places in Turok are, and how like the developers weren't shy about giving you like huge platforms, or you know, that doesn't make sense when I just say it like that, but I'll show it to you. I show what I mean. Just let me hop across all this masterfully. I might add. Alright, let's see. I think there is another platform that I should land on. Down here someplace. Yeah, the purple thing. Probably. It's also an elevator backup if you need it. There's a bunch of ammo here. Ah, you know what? I can't get. Yeah, I can't get to those columns from here. But you might actually see from the fog. No, you can't see from here. I guess I will have to. Oh. Do you go down? Yes, thank you. I was afraid I was gonna be stuck here. One of the cliff walls over there across is climbable, so... Did I ever pick that? Ah, yeah, that's just pistol ammo. Looks like a grenade box for a second there. So yeah, I do have to make this jump. Maybe it's not the best jump for me to try and make, but you know. There we go, masterful. You can see that texture, so that whole wall is climbable. Then you make this huge jump that you don't really see in FPS normally. And climb this huge ass wall onto the cliff that you thought were just decoration around the playable area, but turns out there's a secret here. I don't remember what is here. Oh, the chronoscepter piece, right. Cool. I keep forgetting about the chronoscepter pieces, but yeah, kinda wanna find them all to show you guys the chronoscepter. Though you really only get it for the final fight. Okay, now the boss, and I think this might be the hardest boss in the game. He kicked my ass really well when I played this last time on the N64 emulator. And I don't really even have a lot of ammo right now, unfortunately. Well, I do have a bunch of tech arrows, but not a lot of this. The explosive shells, they just rock everyone in this game. And I am sadly lacking those. Okay, here we go. Boss music is also pretty cool. Maybe I can pick up a bunch of explosive shells in these water pools here, because I know there are some pickups in them. Also, I think the boss rooms are the only places in the game where you can replenish your ammo fully, because there are respawning pickups and you don't get forced out of the areas when you kill the boss, because you still have to pick up the keys. But you know what, there is a slight chance that in the N64 version the ammo might stop respawning when the boss is dead. I don't know where I'm getting this idea, but something tells me that it seems like something that would happen. I don't know, maybe it's just something that I thought of or was afraid of when I played it originally and thought, oh no, what if that happens? But whatever, enough stalling. Probably not gonna find any explosive shells down there. Let's just pop down onto the arena. We're in the force field, have to approach it. This motherfucker, I don't remember what he is called. He has a name. But he has also this fucking car. And the reason he kicked my ass, by the way, was because I ran out of ammo that could hurt him. You can see the regular shells don't do shit. And you have to rely mostly on tech arrows and the explosive shells. Though, at this point, doesn't seem like a very dangerous boss, does it? But just wait until phase 2. Slightly more dangerous. But maybe I just was in a bad state of mind when I played this last time. Right, another car, and now he himself. Also, this car now shoots. I don't remember if it could shoot before, but it shoots now. Okay, no, normal arrows, definitely not the way to beat this guy. But that motherfucker, yeah, he has a plasma cannon, which is very, very dangerous. It's, I think, the same kind of weapon as the sergeants or whatever use. Dangerous guys, as I call them. Okay, no, the car is still easy. I hope the guy. Yeah, but I'm out of explosive shells, Champion Green. The other guy, whose name I forget, he doesn't seem to be able to find me at the moment, but there he is. I ran out of all weapons that can kill this thing, so fuck off! So I have to run out and get more ammo, and that means a risk of getting shot by the guy and getting run over by this thing. Fuck, he has missiles now. Ah, fucked it up. Okay, do I have anything else? No. That's just health. Might need the health, honestly. Fuck, that's where the guy is. You know what, I think I will try to kinda approach this car like a Revenant missile and try to move while it still circles me. Maybe it'll work. I have to keep it orbiting me. Yes, tech arrows. You are done, car. Fuck, and now this guy is more dangerous, but at least he doesn't run you over because he's not quite that fast. I might have a chance to get some health at least. But I think he should be vulnerable to regular shotgun shells, right? No? Oh yeah, also fucking boomerangs, which are sometimes hard to avoid. Fuck, why do they ever spawn like 2 health pickups? Those are completely useless in boss fights. Hey, yourself. Yeah, I mean, I would use all those weapons you are mentioning, Champion, but I have no ammo for him. You know what? I think I'm gonna change to regular shotgun because I don't want to waste ammo missing. Oh well, that was a bad decision. Yeah, of course, you cannot really dodge when you're close. Hey! Do I get resurrected with the boss at the previous health level? I hope do. I hope so. Not I hope do, I hope so.
Turok.
Yeah, okay. So that's how the boss becomes fair, I guess. Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, no. Go away. I suck against this guy. Already 30 health. Might... Ugh, really? The arrows. Might kill me another time. Okay, no, I'm just not hitting him. Eh. What's that? That looks like something I like. Okay, that's nice. Where are you? Go away. Yeah. Yeah. The fuck just happened? He just kinda approached me and killed me immediately. Okay, yeah. Compared to the huge robotic T-Rex, this guy is a much harder. Let's just say it like that. What happens to my ammo when I die, actually, and get revived? Do I get any replenishment? No, I don't get any replenishment. At least I get spawned next to the box of bullets. Fuck off! Personal space. I don't know why he just did a jump kick there, so far away from me. Okay, yo, I'm not even aiming, apparently. Also, champion, what is this guy's name? You should know. I know that... I think, like, this guy, the... No, I have not. This guy, the manted guy, and the T-Rex have, like, names. And I think those names are a reference to something else from Turok, like maybe characters from an early Turok game or something, or they're referenced later, like the names are referenced or something. Like, I know their names appear somewhere else outside this game. Okay, he's nearly dead, but so am I also. You really have to concentrate here because... Fuck off. Because he shoots often and very quick shots, and you have to dodge them all, which means not just kind of running away as I'm doing. Ah! Man, this is embarrassing. Lone Hunter, there we go, yes, now I remember, thank you. Well, that's what I have all these lives for, I guess, for the bosses, or at least for this guy. I'm half tempted to, when I do a little showcase of the PC version, to run this guy and show how easy he is on the PC. Come on, just hit him. Man, how is he still not dead? Yes, arrow, good. Phew, okay, so that was me sucking against this boss, but I mean, it's hard, and it's the difficulty level is also hard. Whew, right, now Chimigran, I'm done. You can put down the popcorn. I hope I am able to pick up this weapon actually, because it's dangerously close to the key. Phew, pulse rifle. Also known as pretty much the exact same model of the plasma rifle from Turok 2, though it fires differently, and despite having some sort of scope looking thing, I don't think it has a scope. I don't think anything has a scope in this game, unlike Turok 2. But yeah, this is implied what he was using, but actually yeah, the shots are the same color as well. And yeah, I think the stuff stops respawning once he is dead, so I can't quite replenish everything. I used to do that on the PC version after every boss, because I think you can do that on the PC version, but here, no such luck. Oh well. The only thing left is to pick up the key and go to level 4. Maybe I'll go slightly more than level 3 hours. I want to do level 4, and that's going to be the end of today's session. Okay, level 7. Okay, one of the best levels. Where was the entrance? Level 4. Oh, I forgot to put the last key in. Right, let's save first of all. And I stopped quick saving there for a while, but now I remember. Okay. And I'm gonna stick with this weapon for a while because I think you start getting plasma ammo pickups in this level already. Right, this level is somewhat annoying and also not very interesting in my opinion. It's probably my least favorite level in the game, honestly, but it's still interesting. Yeah, you know what? Not gonna kill those guys yet. It's interesting because it changes up the level layout, and unlike the previous levels, which were, like I said before, mentioned, the previous levels were more linear with the keys kind of just like on the main path sometimes. In this level, it's fully non-linear. You can go in many different areas at once, and at the end of each of the several routes there's going to be a key. And also it has, I mean, to be fair, it does have a bunch of interesting places in it, but I find the gameplay to be the most obnoxious in this level for some reason. A bunch of health here. Yeah, okay. Can I perhaps aim at those guys from down here now? Oh, some missing polygons, how nice. Oh well. I'm just gonna go here first. I think this leads me up to where that guy was that I jumped to see. And the chronoceptor piece, or whatever that big yellow thing was. Maybe not the chronoceptor piece, actually. I don't remember the chronoceptor having any yellow pieces, but you know. Okay. Somewhere down here was a plasma ammo pickup, wasn't there? And behind a tree or something? Yeah, there we go. Energy cell. Probably not the most optimized time to pick one up, but you know, not gonna be here again at all. Okay, this is one of them super dark caves where you cannot really see where you're going, but thankfully the map is light enough, at least when you're on the same vertical level as the place that it shows. Okay, fuck off you little motherfuckers, I don't even know what you're called. Something stupid like clippers, I think. Okay, nothing behind? No? Okay. Right, this place is somewhat unpleasant. A bunch of jumping, which is slightly less easy than the columns in level 3 in the end there. And also you have to go through a lot of it several times, because there's things like these where you jump down, see something, get teleported back up, and such. Or just go around from above, have to jump on something down there, but there's like several places where you can jump off to, so to visit them all you have to go around several times. I think there's a bunch of places like that. Right, I'm kind of afraid here. That's probably logs. Yeah, okay, so this doesn't lead me anywhere new, right? Let me quickly look down. No, nothing new from here. This is where we emerged in this canyon. Also new music. Thankfully no fall damage in this game. Quick save as well. Checkpoint. Right, there is a grenade launcher there, and you also have to jump from a high level to get it. Yep. Champion Green, I don't think you were asked questions, but you missed. Did I kill Long Hunter while you were here or not? Because I killed Long Hunter and I just went ahead into the ruins. That's all I did pretty much. I don't think there was anything to ask about. I don't know, the plasma rifle or whatever. Whatever new happened in that time. Yeah. Okay. Right, okay, so this is the optional side first, if I remember right. Backpack sorely needed after all those embarrassing deaths to the Long Hunter. You did. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker before grabbing the plasma, in case the plasma gives me like 50 or something. Let me see. Yeah, it was a large energy cell. Fun fact, on the PC version, at least initially, I'm not sure if that was fixed, but the energy cells were mixed up, so the larger model gave you less cells and the smaller model gave you more. Okay, yeah, so this is the place where like you can jump here and get this, which I will because I need all the lives I can get after like 4 deaths on the Long Hunter, and also the Ultra Health. But then you have to climb that again to jump and get the grenade launcher, which I also want. Now this music reminds me, if anyone in chat or in the archives has seen, played Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, the cliff levels with all the dinosaur skeletons had pretty similar music to this, which is pretty interesting because the theme is the same kind of as well. Like the boom boom thing, whatever instrument that's supposed to sound like. Right, the grenade launcher is that little green thing in the corner. Okay, can turn off the map now. Yeah! I feel like the grenade launcher is more useful, and by that I mean like significantly more useful in this game. In Turok 2, splash damage from explosive weapons was garbage, and so the grenade launcher and the Scorpion missile launcher were kinda useless most of the time, apart from getting funky death animations for weaker enemies. But in this game, if you hit someone, you just hit them. There is no like locational damage, so the grenade launcher is actually useful. But of course, you also can damage yourself. Where was that from? I guess that guy respawned or something. So no, he did not. Well, I guess it was from further on. So yeah. I was talking something about splash damage. You can hurt yourself with it, but it hurts enemies more reliably. Right, and also we can now go to level 2, I guess, and grab that bonus stuff. No, not drop. I think sometimes these guys do drop plasma. Also, he's reminds me of any enemies from like Rayman or Tonic Trouble or one of those games. Okay, what is it? Oh, it's a key. Never mind. Yeah, it's one of the level 8 keys. Right, not a Chronoceptor piece. Yeah, champion. I used to think like I knew most things there were to know about Turok, but you're rapidly proving me wrong in this stream. But to be fair, I don't know a lot of like production trivia and such, which is interesting. But I never looked into it in any capacity, so thank you for that. But I can't really have questions about that, since I don't know what questions I could even come up with about the productions of the game. So if you have any more fun facts, feel free to share next time, though, as we said. But about the games themselves, I don't know. I think, well, we'll see. Maybe I have some things to ask. I don't remember right off the bat, though. But yeah, it's good to have another Turok fan, obviously, in the stream. Okay, I need my crosshair. These kind of annoying guys here. Also, is Turok the only game series where, like, when you go on sloped surfaces, you're forced to look up or down because your character stays like orthogonal to the floor at all times? And also, by the way, if you remember, down there in the water there was a bunch of health, and this is like the one health pickup up here, which I feel like they dropped it from above, but it got stuck on the bridge instead of dropping in the water or something. It seems like a level design mistake. But okay, we are now out in the main area, though we already found one key, but there's 2 more to find, and obviously the Chronoceptor piece here, around here someplace. Those guys I'm completely ignoring. They have a lot of health, and I am not wasting any ammo on them. And here is probably the most significant change in the PC version so far. In the PC version right here, I think you have entrance to a little side area, which in the N64 version is here, around the cliff, and it's a completely different area as well. In the PC it's a little crypt looking thing from, like, looks like it's taken from the catacombs. And you just kind of walk in there, statues like these, they come to life and attack you, and I mean, it's neat, but it's usual. And apparently they all thought that this place was particularly ugly looking or something, which makes no sense to me at all. But you have to do a little bit of a jumping puzzle here, which I think must surely involve just stepping on the flat pictureless tiles. And I think in here the statues coming to life is actually a penalty for a mistake. Oh shit, well, there we go. Yeah. One of them mantids that I mentioned before. The ones that have a whole level to themselves, Mantid Hive, level 5 and Turok 2. Almost as annoying as in Turok 2 in this game. Alright, I don't know how it works exactly here, because I've never really seen this place more than once. That might be like, the first time you fuck up, that guy comes to life, the second time you fuck up, another guy comes to life. Or maybe it was because I was closest to him when I fucked up. But I think each time you fuck up, this door closes here, I mean some columns appear or something. Basically you need to go back and step on that stone plate to get access to here again. Though I have to ask why you can't just kind of walk around and jump from there. Maybe you can, I don't know. But yeah, in the end of that place in the PC version you also get teleported here, so this part is the same. And it looks kind of like the same, completely similar to that part that they deleted, so I don't know. Maybe they thought like, compared to all the other jumping areas in this game, that one was completely outrageous and should not have been there. I mean, yeah, I am completely against the changes they made. Level changes. And I think they were considering making level changes to Turok 2 as well. At least to the caves level, which I think they shouldn't, but I don't think I convinced them. Because pretty much everyone else thinks that, no, it was too hard. Okay, there we go, the first sorcerer. Yeah, this is why I'm just kind of strafing back and... Wow, fuck. Oh, portal. Back and forth instead of, you know, circle strafing and aiming at him, because aiming is kind of weird in this game. Okay, this is... Ah, yes, it's the foggy one. Well, thankfully you see the platforms on the map, so it's not really an issue. Though when you have to jump to something you don't see, it is a bit of an issue, but you don't really get punished for falling down, you just get teleported back to the beginning, and it's not a very long area either way, so yeah. Right, gonna get all the ammo and the power super ultra mega health as well. Yeah.
I am Turok.
This is pretty generous helping of those 10 life force pickups. Explosive shells, alright. Okay, I'm gonna assume the other platforms have yellow life force pickups, so let's just... Yeah! Yeah! And just drop down to reset place and go back. There we go. Made full use of that. And let's pick this up as well while we're here. Ah, your turning speed is so slow underwater. This is the only series that does that as well as the slanted camera when you walk on slanted surfaces. I think like the low... It reminds me of that portion in Metro 2033 where you carry a child on your back and your rotation movement is like fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. Violence, hell yeah. Okay, I should probably switch off the map because I'm trying to look for like ammo pickups or something in the corners. Well, health is fine too, though I already lost like 40. Right, and this is one of the other two keys, so this was all a little side passage that you actually need to find. And for some reason it decides to teleport you right near the exit, but of course it's there to go exit. First time... Ugh. Okay, that collision is not the best collision in the world. Okay, how do I even get up there? Do I even get up there at all? Maybe I don't. Oh well. Yeah, first I need to find the other parts. I have one key left and the Chronoceptor part obviously, and also some... I think there's like minigun over there or something. So yeah, I have got shit to find. I have got shit to find still. Okay, how do you get? Okay, yeah, nice. I like how open. Yeah, I mean there's the fog distance, which is very close. Yeah, this motherfucker. This is like the worst place possible to fight him. Oh, he seemed to have not a lot of health for some reason. Open in terms like, how many FPS do you see? Or have you ever seen where you get to make like these fucking jumps into the abyss? And where levels are quite this sprawling. Technically, I mean, it doesn't really affect it much because you can't see most of it usually, but I mean, you can on the PC port now. If you do the extended fog, you can see much more of these levels at once. And things like that jump. Oh, how did I not get hit by that? Interesting. Things like that jump to the chronoceptor piece in the ruins, or this little secret. They are more obvious, but also more like noticeable in terms of the scale. You don't really notice the scale. Okay, Champion, that's charming. Yeah, I did like not really about the Turok series, but about FPS in general. Wait, no, I didn't mean any. I didn't ask anything about the FPS like frames per second. I was talking about first-person shooters and how many. Hi, Vice Commander, you're pretty late, but still not too late, I guess. Yes, Dan Winston, I beat that once. Champion Green, I was asking about like more of a rhetorical question about like how many other FPS, you know, where the levels are so large or where you get slanted, you get your view slanted when you walk on slanted surfaces, which actually makes no sense. But I used to think it was cool about these games. Well, I mean about Turok 2 in specific, because that's the only one I knew back then. And where you get like actually locked from using weapons when you climb ladders. And such, like little touches of realism amongst all the dinosaurs and rocket launchers and whatnot, lasers. Yeah, just also, never mind anything else, also picked up the freaking Firestorm cannon. Yeah. Vice Commander, what do you mean there? What? Ah, do you mean what I'm playing? I'm playing the N64 on emulator. I decided to do that for authenticity high Shadow the Mage, because I played the original Let's Play of Turok 2 on N64 emulator. Okay, you need to die, wizard. And of course I will have no choice but to play the N64 version of Turok 3 because it had an LPC port. So for that reason I decided to drop my original idea of playing the PC port of this and just playing the N64 version also. Because more people can get access to the PC port now, and if someone were to play Turok 2 for the first time now, Turok 1 I mean, they would probably play the PC version. I decided to have this recorded as like a demonstration of what the levels were in the original, because they are slightly changed in places. But yeah. No, never mind Champion Green, that's actually, you know, the FPS, a lot of people cite that as the like disadvantage of N64 because a lot of the games ran pretty fucking slow on it. And yeah, I did not expect that to ever be a game with 60 frames per second on the N64. Though, you know what, I think like F-Zero might be one. Oh, hello, in fighting. F-Zero might be a game on the N64 that runs with 60 FPS or close to that at least. Okay, I don't remember what this leads to, but I remember, yes, I remember it being super annoying. Oh well, let's just drop down. Yeah, I don't like this place at all, honestly. There's a bunch of those sergeant guys and a bunch of those leaper guys or whatever they're called. But yeah, this is the last level I'm playing today, so might slightly exceed 3 hours, but half the levels is alright, I think, for a stream. And even though the other levels are longer than the first 4 ones, I'm gonna play the last 4 levels tomorrow. Oh, Ridge Racer also. Well, I mean, makes sense, though I don't quite understand why the racing games need FPS as much as, like, I would think that FPS need FPS, like first-person shooters need good FPS as well. Not something like, you know, Zelda or, you know, well, Banjo-Kazooie probably doesn't need 60 FPS, but I would enjoy 60 FPS in like Doom 64. Oh yeah, these motherfuckers, this little heavy pair. Let me see. Ah, no, I don't have any good ammo. Well, okay, that was better than it could have gone. Ah, yeah, this little place. Yeah, bunch of bugs and leapers. Was it? No, that wasn't a portal, just health. Ooh, minigun. No, it was not a minigun, it was the auto shotgun. I didn't recognize the one model. Yeah, a bunch of those guys, and later a little area with a whole bunch of those plasma gun wielding assholes. Okay, this is just for health. Gonna remember that for later. I hope there is no like secret in the water or anything. Gonna run away from all those annoying people. Not worth my time. Manual quick save. Right. Okay, I think those guys aren't following me. Eh! Is it just me, or were they not too concerned about making enemies interesting in terms of gameplay? Or is it unfair to say, because some of them obviously are interesting. Like those asshole sergeants, which shoot really fast, so you have to stay away from them. And also dodge very skillfully. Which I always fail to do, even in the PC version. But some of these enemies are just bullet sponge. Oh shit, right, them. The running assholes. Well, you know, they are still better than the shooting assholes. Because they don't shoot, and shooting is the worst. Well, Vice Commander, do you think this is top-notch graphics? Even for the N64, it's not... I mean, Turok 2 was impressive, but Turok 1 does seem like super impressive graphically. But then again, 64 and N64 was just kinda slow as shit. So 60 FPS should not be expected. I mean, the F-Zero game was gutted, like there's no graphics in there almost, just like the surface of the track and the backgrounds and skybox and just nothing else. And that's how it was able to achieve 60 FPS, it seems like. Okay, I'm not gonna waste fucking explosive shells on you. Oh, right. Yes, I remember this place. Not very fondly though. The little sandbags or whatever these are. Maybe just stones. A key? So... do we have all the keys? Yeah, all keys found, but I still want the Chronoceptor piece. And those guys, which are annoying, obviously. And I would kinda like to get to those, but you know what? For full health there. Life force there, but there might be ammo. And I will try to make these jumps. Ah! Well, it didn't work out. Should I go back for the... ah, no, it's not very far, thankfully. Right, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna go to the end of that area, try the jumps again, but I'm gonna go... ooh, arrows. Are they not tech arrows? I can't, like, distinguish between tech arrows and normals, but I'm gonna go here and take this backpack. Right, and fuck those jumps, even if there's, like, shotgun shells or anything. I'm just gonna ignore those, because I can't make them. Maybe I shouldn't have done my little drop-off trick, because it decreases like the vertical level of me during the jump. Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna lose more if I already lost more that I will get back if I make those jumps successfully, because there's what, like 40 maybe life force, and I already lost 100 by dying. But you know, fuck that. At least I tried. I have no tea near me. That's That's annoying. I'm used to having cups of tea. Right, back to here. There is one more area here. I think I only have the concept piece to find. But there's a bunch of goodies in there. Including a secret that I didn't find for the longest time. Because I thought it was just random crap and it turned out to be a secret. I think it's here. Might be mixing it up with a similar place in the previous level, you know, the place where I glitched out the large open area with the pyramid in the center and everything. But I think it's in here actually, the little secret with the near invisible floor. Alright, grenades. Okay, you guys I'll just ignore. Okay, you I cannot get to. Some bullets, that's very nice. You I'm ignoring. You I'm getting. Novice commando, I'm not quite that old school, I am just using an electrical teapot like everyone else. I don't think, actually I think I might have some sort of, at least a part of a samovar or a whole samovar somewhere around here in the flat, but it's pretty much just standing there to be pretty. Never used. I don't even know how to use one, honestly. Yeah. But it would be, you know, if I had some sushki, it would be more appropriate to use probably. Okay, you know what? Fuck these guys as well. Let's just... Aha, yeah, one of these. Oh, well, okay. I think that was supposed to be like way on the top. But somehow I got it anyways. Yeah, first you actually need to go here, press these little plates, and raise these platforms to get to the goodies. One of them was tech armor, which I appreciate. I'm gonna blow this piggy up with a grenade if I can. And let me try again actually. Where was the... How did I completely like blanked out. How did I get up there? Where was the teleport? Well, that doesn't usually happen. But yeah, I think I got the middle goodie somehow already, so could just ignore it. Alright, lava by the way, and also dragonflies. Thankfully lava in this game isn't like instant death, as it was in... Fuck off flies! As it was in Turok 2. It's kind of a slow, weak damage floor instead. Okay, where does this take me? Oh, one of these, okay. And I always fail them, honestly. Always fail them. But also I think that you don't really need to find every one of those teleporters. You can jump between them from one to one. Okay, yes, now I remember. Climb up here. The map disappeared for some reason. Now up here. Jump here on this. On this, my nose is itching. Ignore these guys. Right, let's try again. Yes, voice command, I did like, though, not quite as much as the Turok games, honestly, because overall I didn't like it as much. Well, that was a redundant statement, wasn't it? I don't know. That was the aspect of it I probably enjoyed the most, like the afterlife areas. Yeah, so yeah, here we go. You see how I can jump from one to another, but of course I failed then actually getting up. Oh, it's a wizard. I'm gonna ignore him then. But yeah, I enjoyed that aspect of Prey, but it was like Quake 4 in that it looked too much like Doom 3. And I liked some of the Portal shenanigans and what... Fucking hell. Okay, you know what? I'm finding the third first and then we'll see, maybe I can jump from the third one to the other two. Just some parts of Prey were kind of bad, I don't know, I didn't like the entire game. Alright, this trial and error bullshit, okay. Ooh! Man, the grenade launcher is cool, I should save the grenades for the harder enemies. Right, I can never remember where to go here. But I think first I can probably climb this, yes, and this should be the third and final teleporter. Yep, let us not fuck up again. I think I keep over jumping here. Yeah, okay, minigun. I can probably get across to this. Yep, cool. Kinda nullifies the intended exploration puzzle that you can get between them, but you know, I'm not complaining. You don't even really need to jump on all the steps. Oh, 3 points, that's interesting. I never noticed that. I honestly thought it was just trial and error, because I mean, it's appropriate for these games. So you mean like this tree in the middle? So it should be this portal, right? Okay. Yeah, Vice Commander, this also my least favorite level, but not for getting lost. It, in my opinion, has the most annoying combat because there's too many of those sergeant people with plasma guns in awkward situations. And also thematically, though it has a couple of nice places, like this indoor area is a bit unique, but overall I feel like it's kind of bland. We already had the dedicated level in level 2 with the tile set of like cliffs and palm trees and whatnot. But I mean, this also has these indoor places, but they're not extensive and memorable enough to be seen as the centerpiece. It feels like basically they took a piece of the catacombs. Yeah, there we go. There's my first secret. The yellow thing flash indicates a secret actually, so I was a bit wrong when I said there was no message. But yeah, hidden wall, fake wall rather. What were they called in Dark Souls? I don't remember. But a grenade launcher, and I have no clue actually how to get up there. I think I thought you could like jump on these statues or something, but looking at them now, they don't seem to be solid at all. No, that can't be right. Maybe it's one of those collisions where you cannot walk through them, but you can kind of jump through. Yeah, illusionary walls, there we go, Shadow Mage, thank you. That's what they were called in illusory, or illusory, I think it was illusory actually. But same difference. Yeah, I don't know how to get that, to be honest. Maybe there is some sort of from above, but there's a ceiling. Well, I mean, that does not exclude, maybe it's also a fake ceiling. Yeah, maybe I don't get there from here. Fair point. Why am I using grenade launcher? You know, places like this in Doom used to give me nightmares as a kid, because you got all these directions from which you could be shot, and it was usually very dark in them, and I was super scared of like this. There was a couple of areas in Doom 1 which had like dark, mazy parts with a bunch of columns in them and such. Like in the second level of the second episode, which don't mix it up with the second level of second episode on PC, because the second level of second episode on the SNES uses the third level of second episode from the PC. But you know, whatever, refinery or toxin refinery, one of those. Near the end it had such an area, for example. Okay, save point, I'm gonna just manual quick save instead, because this save point doesn't have a lot of... Actually, you know what? No, you know what? No. You know what? I have 182 now. I'm probably not gonna die. No, then Winston, I mean, I tried once and I determined that my PC wasn't good enough for it, so I didn't try since. I haven't tried since. I don't know, maybe they released like some sort of performance patch. It seemed like a lot of people were complaining about performance, so maybe they might have released a performance patch. But I am not aware if they did, so I have not installed and tried to run the game ever since. Right, okay, so here I'm not sure. I think the way to progress is there, so the teleporter is like a optional dead end or something. Let me quickly check. Oh, you get just shot up in here. Holy crap. Yeah, I think this might be the Chronoceptor piece. Right. And if there is a secret in the water anywhere here, I don't know it, because I didn't have the patience to walk around the entire place just looking down in the water. Even though I already walked around the entire place not looking in the water, but you know. Whatever. And there might be like a secret on one of these extra levels where you could jump from this past what's like walkway. Ah, fucking hell. Whoops, well, I'm gonna have to make another round. Oh, I thought it went somewhere else there. For kings, well, it depends, jumping arena. I'm usually way over leveled for that point. But they can be pretty hard. Tarp. Yeah, I remember this part. These motherfuckers are gonna come to life. And probably be able to actually climb up here because they're just like that. Yeah, there we go, Crown Scepter piece. I remember you are able to look down on this. Oh fuck, let's just jump off. Through that grate from above. Which was one of those interesting Doom-like things that this game doesn't often do, actually. Right, in here also, you're supposed to probably press this in the correct order or something, because these pillars get lowered fast. But I usually don't care about that and just try to make it anyway. There we go, that was actually more successful than I usually am with that little thing. But here is a super annoying place where I got killed before. Because there's a bunch of people, I think maybe on the ledge or something. Let me drop out. God damn it! Oh shit, and now I have to go around. Excuse me? Actually, I can probably just walk alongside the walls here. Right, so which one raised the last one? No, I probably won't be able to run to the last one like that. No, I can't make this. Okay, so yeah, that was probably the wrong order to take them on. Or maybe not, because you can just do this. Alright. Okay, not gonna jump on the ledges again, but there was some guy positioned there. I was very awkward, and I had like no health, and he killed me. And I was not able to even shoot him in any reliable way. I think like when you jump out of this... Maybe you do have to jump out here. Yeah, that guy I think one of those guys shot and killed me before I could aim at them after the water. Yeah, Vice Command, I don't remember what's the end here actually. I already got this Crown Scepter piece and all the keys. But you know, there might be... Oh yes, there is this puzzle which I actually really enjoyed. This is a little puzzle where you have to actually like navigate. This is a maze, though it doesn't look so. It is a maze of where you can jump from where. And the heights of these pillars. It took me a couple seconds to navigate the first time. Well, I mean, I could use the health. I am below, way below what it could be optimally. Okay, now obviously this is not the direction. But yeah, if you drop down here, you unfortunately get dumped all the way back where that secret wall was, you know, before. Okay, maybe you can... doesn't look like you could jump there. You know what, I'm not gonna try. Actually, you probably need to go there. But yeah, I could use the health. And I waste probably a lot of resources here. No, this is just the same place, isn't it? Let me see. This was easier on the PC version with extended fog because I could see where I should go. I could see the entire room at once, basically. Right, let's see from the beginning. You should go above, on top here, where it's higher. And not drop down anywhere. So I guess you go here, here, and here to the right. Yeah, probably this way. Intense concentration. And this is the place where it feels like you shouldn't jump down, but actually you have bypassed the height obstacle here, so you can jump back down. and get back up here, and it's the end. Basically, that's the only puzzle element of this whole place, but it's almost clever. Oh, it's not the health. Ah, man, I was hoping for also health. All right then. Well, at least I showed it. Completion. But wasn't there something else? I feel like there was something else in that area. No, what else could there be really? But let's just quickly go back. Oh right, also this place. This is where you see the Crown Scepter piece from above through the grating. Now to think about it, I have no idea where to get the... how to get teleported or whatever, how to get that ultra health. That was up under the ceiling in that one room. But, well, some mysteries will have to go undiscovered. Like on the PC version, I never got the achievement for finding all the secrets, so there's a bunch of stuff that I am still missing. But you know, that's part of... oh, you know what, yeah, I think... I never climbed the middle building, have I? Okay. This is the secret that's actually kind of unique. Okay, I'm gonna manual save here for the speed of it. It's actually kind of a unique secret. I don't think there's another thing like that in the entire game. This little hidden floor that appears when you get close, so you have to like navigate. Reminds me of those like spirit whatever. You know the little walkways in Turok 2 that you could see after you had the appropriate talisman. One of the latter talismans, I think. Maybe it's supposed to be one of those. Yeah, kinda does look like a disco floor, but it's like a spirit path or something. Probably because, you know, those Indian Americans, what? Native Americans, those Indians, all about them spirits and shit. For some reason I feel like this was more annoying to navigate on the PC version. Oh, okay. Maybe it was just because it was my first time navigating it and I didn't think that you can just walk across the entire thing. I felt like you had to jump at some points. No, it's one of those teleporters. Alright. So that's that. Place thing, secret... There's one of the teleporters here. And this one leads it inside, right? Let me see. Ah, damn it. You know what? I might have to get through this whole place again. God damn it. Unless there's this teleporter... no? No teleporters? Huh. Well, I mean, I did quick save at some point before, so... maybe I'll just quick load, or maybe I'll backtrack. I mean, I came to stream for 4 hours instead of my original plan for 3. So, I mean, some padding can't hurt. Yeah, I mean, you know, Dan Vincent, that's like... people used to call them Indians, and I'm sticking with that. God damn it. Wrong order. And mostly I'm sticking with that because Native Americans is very unintuitive for me to think, because we Russians have actually our words for Indians from India and Indians from like Native Americans. Our words are slightly different, so we have never had any sort of confusion or problem, and especially since we don't really have any politically correctness worries as well. So yeah, it's very unintuitive for me to use the word Native Americans. But yeah, Shadow Mage, that's it's not really lucky because I've been told how to find it. Actually, the tree in the middle is slightly leaning towards the right portal, but unless you had very little health, the lava shouldn't have burned you to death because it doesn't instantly kill you, unlike Turok 2. Oh fuck, I think I messed up the puzzle here. Lava is actually pretty safe in Turok 1, it kills you very slowly. If you jump enough, you can probably... I think you can just... okay, yeah. You can almost escape completely unscathed if you jump a lot. Because I think it works kind of like a Doom damage floor, where it damages you after a certain duration of time spent standing on it. Maybe. I mean, in Turok 2, if you remember those quicksand floors in the 3rd level, I feel like they worked weirdly, because I was able to sometimes hop across a very long distance before instantly drowning in them. And sometimes, first, like, second, the moment I landed on one, I immediately died. So I feel like maybe there is like a certain rhythm in which it deals damage, and if you happen to be standing on it when it tries to deal damage, you get killed. Yeah, you know what, Vice Commander, it's kind of silly that it will be offensive. Like, I mean, it's wrong, obviously, but I don't know. And also, I mean, obviously, Native Americans do have a history of being victims of the non-Native Americans, and history of like violence and genocide and whatnot. Okay, you are just in the way. But it's not like the word is traditionally like mocking or pejorative and used in a bad way against them. It just it was always used out of ignorance. I think ignorance should be like, it's not offensive, it should be just like, when a person uses such a word, it should be like, ah, you are just an idiot, I guess. But not like, oh, I'm offended, I'm gonna call your boss and tell him you're racist and then he'll fire you. Right, okay, so there's where the level progression slightly changes, because and I might have actually said to the contrary earlier, but not every level has 3 keys to the next level. Some levels have a key to level 8, in which case I don't have enough left for a next level, but mostly it's like what was it, Treetop Village, right? I think, if I remember right, which I probably don't honestly, how many levels, how many keys this requires, I don't remember. You know what, I'm just gonna shut up and not attempt to remember how exactly it works. Or we can probably check the... Ah yeah, you can see the little sun thing. So level 8 requires 5 keys, it looks like. So you see levels 4, which I just beat, level 4 is Ruins, and level 5 Catacombs. They don't open whole levels by themselves. You need to complete them both to get to level 6, and complete level 6 to get level 7, to get last 2 keys to level 8. And level 8 is your goal ultimately. So yeah, that's how it works. And basically this means that 2... Oh fuck, you know what? 2 and 3 don't even open. Yeah, so it's less non-linear than in Turok 2. Interesting. I never paid attention to this. So basically, after you beat level 1, you have the choice between 2 and 3, but you have to beat both before you can choose between 4 and 5. And after that, you are deprived of any choice whatsoever. Whereas in Turok 2, you could beat level 1 and then go 2, 4, or you could go 3, 5, and then the keys converged on level 6, I think. Yeah, I think that's how it was. And the Primogen keys were just extra items. But yeah, that's that. Next time, honestly, the better levels. Though I do like Ancient City, and I will say I do like Ancient City better than the Treetop Village. But these levels, upcoming levels, are certainly more unique than like Jungle or the Hub, which is the entire first level is called the Hub, or the Ruins, which only has a bunch of indoor areas which are kind of stupid looking because they're very empty and bare. And the Catacombs is a better indoor level, I feel. And all that unique stuff, including the super cool 7 and 8, are gonna be next time, tomorrow. Well, I mean, same time tomorrow actually, but also next time, so figure that out. And Hippokit will get to see them. Hopefully he doesn't have any racing then. So I'm just gonna manual save here. I'm in a way better shape than I was here in last playthrough. Let me load. Oh no, first let me do it. No, resume. Quick save here. And now let me load the other save, which I have, I guess, from my last attempt, which I never finished. Let me see what condition I am in. Ah, actually not that bad either. Ah, okay. It was only the level 3 thing, I guess after the boss fucked me up. Because in here I only have like the plasma gun and nothing else. Because I wasted even the regular shells and a bunch of regular arrows. Wasted them on the boss. But yeah, it's all the alternate timelines. In the real timeline this is my situation, not that bad either, but actually worse than, I think slightly worse. Not that it matters. Definitely worse health-wise, but I mean, it's not that hard. You have lives, so you can afford to die a couple times, as I have so aptly demonstrated during the boss fight. But yeah, next time. Oh shit! You know what? I didn't have any light this whole time, but you know, could still see me, I think. So tomorrow, same time. Finishing Turok 1 probably gonna take me 4 hours, maybe not, maybe I'll accelerate a little bit. So more interesting levels, more bosses, 3 of them actually, more interesting weapons, and just a more interesting love of the game. So thank you all for being here. Thank you Hippocat, wherever you are, maybe in the archives. You'll watch. I don't know if he's gonna watch it in the archives, but he better fucking watch it. Yeah, he probably didn't see level 4. And see you all tomorrow, same time, for the slightly longer, slightly more interesting stream. Long live Turok and all that. And now I will slowly unlock mouse here and get my cursor back and stop the live stream. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yep.